Good evening and welcome to another episode of the Coach's Box, number 59. 59 weeks with these guys. Ray Halbrook here with Livestream STL. And also happy May the 4th be with you. We have May the 4th going on here with some crazy stuff here. I'm wearing my St. Louis Cardinals, the wonderful, greatly put together St. Louis Cardinals Star Wars night shirt. So we've got the crazy guys here with us tonight. And guys, this is the Teach segment, our show. That's the name of our show. And guys, how we all doing?
Good.
Great. Hey, Coach Miller.
Yeah.
Happy Teacher Appreciation Day.
Oh, hey,
Coach
Jason.
Jarvis, happy Teacher Appreciation Day.
Oh, well, thank you,
Happy
sir. Appreciation Day, guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
Get
get
out of here.
Gotcha.
Wah, wah, wah.
Happy Drink a Pepsi Day.
That's right. That's
Hey,
right. That's
that
every day
needs to be a holiday.
for these two guys on the end. Here.
Not me, Coke.
That's why I said the two guys on the end.
I remember when I drank
And the
soda.
one guy over here controlling all that sound.
Hey, I like them both.
He's
but
all
I'm more
hopped
of
up
a-
on Mountain Dew
Are
right
you
now.
hopped up on
you used to work for the enemy. So.
I did work for Coca-Cola.
Yes.
I was proud of
One
that.
of 100,000 jobs.
Hold on. Instead of week 59, we need to keep track of.
Oh, my gosh.
How many do we
How
got?
many we got? Connect the dots.
We need to
need
put
do
that list
connect the
underneath his
dots.
name over
Is
there.
that a closest to the pin game?
Oh my gosh.
That's a trivia question.
Oh, Ray can't answer that one.
There are no answers to that.
Ray was showing us that we were number one in his heart just a second ago.
I never did no such thing.
It's okay.
Not in the playbook. Number one in our.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Carolina. That's all I can say.
South Carolina.
Oh,
Chris Miller, what we got going on, my friend?
Well, we got some interesting stuff, some national headlines. Those are going to be brought to you by La Pachanga here in Herculaneum. So if you're interested in some, good Mexican food and some good company, because more than likely Blair will be here, just come on down to La Pachanga. Have a great selection of food. It is delicious. I just partook of some earlier, and as much everybody else did here too.
Absolutely.
It was a good crowd of people here, and it seems like everybody has a good time. So come on down, and
We do the prize?
we do have a prize. I'm getting
Let's
ready
do
to
it.
post it. I can't.
Do
It's
it.
like I want to do with my hands. I got to read this. I can't multitask. Ain't one of those guys that can do this. Okay.
Well, I'm going to put this stuff up too.
We know this thing.
Whatever.
We know you
this.
can't walk and chew gum. That's okay. No big deal.
Okay.
Or
So
golf.
anyway, we have a gift certificate to La Pachanga. So,
But he cannot do a cartwheel, by the way.
I didn't try to do
I mean,
it.
I know.
All right, sorry. I can win guns.
You can't do that.
You
right.
can win guns. My
You
gosh.
might win
You-
guns,
I can shoot them
but
too.
he's got guns.
He's got the guns. We're waiting.
About due.
We're still
it's
waiting.
too cold
It's
right
too
now.
cold
it's
right
May.
now.
It's
Yeah.
May and it's 50 degrees outside.
May the
Come on
4th
now.
be with you
Yeah.
tonight.
No, it's
That's right.
baseball season, so we got to rain. It's got to rain.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, but anyway,
So that's an awesome thing that Coach is talking about. Our sponsor, our first segment sponsor of the show. We've been talking about being able to try to do that, and La Pachanga was gracious enough to sponsor our first headlines. The national headlines segment. So if you or your local business would like to sponsor segment 2, which is local high school sports and activities segment, basically. That'll be in segment 2. And then our segment 3 sponsor, we had someone graciously donate $50 to the program here to talk a little bit about Home by SMCI. So Home by SMCI is segment 3 sponsor, and they are sponsoring the trivia / timeout tirade top 5, whatever it is that certain time, we're going to mix it up a little bit and do some different things with
After
that
someone
segment.
wins the trivia or loses the trivia usually and doesn't get the cup, it becomes a timeout tirade really
Hey,
quick.
you know where's that cup at, Jason? You know?
Jason, you ever get
Did
the
you-
cup from
did you win it?
McVay?
Well, finally, I did.
Had to move it, keep it under wraps down there.
Well, I mean, when someone's had it at their house for I don't know how long, I mean, what do you do?
You win the cup and you don't get to have it.
It'd be nice if one of these groups that I share this to every week that, maybe sponsor us, why not?
You do a good job of that,
St. Louis
Coach.
Knitters.
St. Louis.
St. Louis Official Association,
Yeah,
Elf
that's
Party Friends,
Is it St. Louis?
God, are you in every one of the?
St. Louis.
basketball
Are you in
coaching.
the St. Louis grandpas that are also dads, or I mean, like, man,
Grandma. Hey, jealousy's an evil thing, boys.
I had to give you trouble. We were just talking about
I
that.
forgot to mention something to Klaus about that.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be next conversation.
Hey,
Hey, we're still happy for you, Coach.
Yeah,
that's
that's
awesome,
right.
man.
That's right.
But you are
That's
going to,
But you're gonna get a lot of trouble.
You're going to get a lot of trouble. I mean, that's just part of it.
can't help it. I mean, there's a lot of jealousy.
When they
runs
get
around.
when the baby gets to a certain age, they can feed each other the mushy
Yeah.
stuff. Here, you get one, I get one, you get one.
That ain't happening.
Dad can't feed himself, son. I need you to help.
Those little puff
The
things
little
taste
pup, that's what I'm
amazing.
saying, yeah.
And they're good on your. They'll be okay on your
Those
teeth at
puffs,
that
those
point.
are good.
Yeah, they're great.
No, I didn't like them the first couple times.
When you
Right?
have
Hey,
no,
wait.
when
That
you have
all
no
changes.
teeth,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
when you have no teeth, that's what happens.
It'll definitely be different then.
Your wife's over here going shopping.
You guys
She ain't paying a bit of attention to us right now. It's just like I'm at home.
Oh, poor guy.
Shout out to the wife there. Shout out to the wife.
Kevin says grandpas are dads. Riley, that's how dads become grandpas.
Oh my. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Kevin,
Thanks,
that's good.
Kevin.
I like
Appreciate
that.
it.
That's good
Appreciate
stuff.
it.
That's good
Appreciate
stuff. All right, so moving on to national headlines.
it. It's a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah.
good
The
stuff out
Blues
there.
are going to make the playoffs.
Maybe.
It's got to win one, right?
This
That's all it
Jaguar.
is.
They need one
game.
point.
Talking about the Blues?
Yeah.
the Blues.
And
Oh.
Yeah, they're not the Blues. They're the Blues.
They've been on a roll.
Playing well.
Cardinals are playing well.
Cardinals are playing well.
How about that?
Yeah.
Boy, they
How
dodged.
about Carlos, baby?
Carlos!
He only needs 14 more for my bet.
Kidding.
He only
Got a
needs
long way
14
to go.
more. I know. Come on, Carlos.
I don't think it's going to happen, but
Yes, it is.
all right. I mean, are they in first place right now?
tied with the Brewers.
Well, it's first place.
Unless the Brewers got a chance to play today, because I don't think the Cardinals are going to play today.
No, the
I
game
doubt it.
started.
Did it?
They did.
Oh, it was in a rain. No,
Yeah,
it was
there's
in a rain
still rain
delay.
delay.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it was
Then
rain delay.
I'm watching
But
it.
they dodged a bullet though. They were supposed to
have-
face DeGrom.
Yeah.
How'd you
Yeah.
like to be him?
Obvious.
2-2 record, and you have a .50 ERA. .50.
Here.
and you're 2-2.
What's his biggest opponent? The other team he plays or his own team?
Oh,
It's OT. Yeah,
I mean, talk about a lack of run support.
man.
Maybe-
That's Bob Gibson.
Maybe
right
not.
there.
Maybe not re-sign with the team that can't provide offense. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Me.
Well,
Is it about the money?
of
Blair,
course.
is it about the money?
Never is. Never
We have
is.
this talk off the air. Is it
Yeah.
about the money?
Never is.
Definitely
Tad,
is.
just a
Never
tad.
is.
All right, Kevin Garnett.
Thank you.
Just throwing it out there.
Show me the money. One of my
Thank you.
favorite movies. That's
Thank you.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Hey, I actually had a movie quote there. Did you see
Hey,
that?
there you
no.
go. There you go. About time. There we go.
How many more movie quotes you got in you? That's
That's
about it. That's about it.
That's
I'm
about
out.
it, man.
I'm out. So yeah, it's it's a good time to be a Cardinals fan. Starting to let more people into the.
They put a proposal into the
Yeah.
city. City
I
Hall.
was being very facetious at that point.
Did you see a little bit of that proposal?
So, hey, you're welcome to come into the game, but when you exit the game, take your chances, I guess, right?
Well, that's a different proposal. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. If I go to the game, I'm probably going to carry a lot of cash just in case, because it'll be like, help, police. Oh no, there won't be as many.
I know. I saw.
It's called none.
that was posted on Facebook, and all these people were like, "Well, I'm bringing my gun to the game."
Gotta go through the metal detector
man.
still.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like, yeah,
What
you
are they
can't come
proposing
in.
to? What are they trying to up the seat to? They sent that to City Hall yesterday or something like that. They proposed to City Hall that
The seating
double
capacity?
double the seating capacity of what it is right now.
What are they, around
15?
15 right now.
15. So I think they went to 30. They asked for 30.
I think they've said, I've got some friends that are supposed to be at the ball game tonight, and they said they tell you what gate you have to go in.
Yes.
That you're in pods, so they bought, I think, 3 or 4 tickets. Here's your pod. They got another pod around there. And I'm thinking, that's great. But what happens when you need to go get food or you got to go to the bathroom? I mean,
You go to a select concession stand.
You get marked off.
right.
You don't pass go.
Right.
You
Don't collect you.
Yeah.
I don't collect $200.
No,
for
you
sure.
pay $200
You pay
bucks for a
$200.
hot dog, beer, and some nachos.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we experienced a little bit of that.
Yeah, well, we did.
Experienced a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Fact check that. That's correct.
That is correct.
You are correct.
Yeah.
You are.
Look at that nice cup on there.
Yeah, enjoy it while you
It's
have
in front of your
Well,
freaking
since-
face the entire time.
Well,
there.
because someone had it for an entire week. When they
Don't act
weren't
like you've
supposed
never
to.
forgot the cup.
so you're
I
like,
always get it here on the when I have
Except
to
when
hand
you
it
don't
out.
have it.
We have to hand it out to somebody else. I love it.
I always get it here when I have to give it away. I'm just not giving it away after tonight.
give it away.
I got
We'll
this.
see.
In the bag.
I got some good questions.
Oh, some
I don't
good
know.
trivia.
I got some questions.
I don't know what's good, but we got it.
Yeah. I don't. Ray will know
Wait,
because he's the number one
Has
Cardinal
Blair
fan
won
here.
since
I
Chris
am.
dropped out?
No.
No, Chris
Yep.
dropped out. You haven't won.
I am.
Oh, no. I have not.
All right.
Yeah.
You three have one.
You are the
No.
weakest link right now.
Goodbye.
Be on Matt Schutte assignment pretty
Ratings
soon.
instantly go up. Boom!
Perfect.
Ouch.
That would be the best.
Yeah.
Give me a time.
What's on your arm?
Free time. Some poison ivy. You want to see it? Looks
How'd
great,
you get
man.
that
Is
poison
that when
ivy?
you were looking for a golf ball?
Yeah. No,
Who's golf ball?
Wasn't mine.
this
Yeah.
guy.
No.
They were ahead of us, and Ray was.
Why were you
Ray
looking
was
for
golfing.
my golf ball?
Ray was golfing with him, and he's like, "Hey." He texts me every hole. Hey, will you look at Chris's ball? It's over there to the right side. I can't find it.
Hey, I went
I
9
did
holes
no
without
such
losing
thing.
the ball.
I did
I went
no
9
such
holes
thing.
without losing the ball.
Wow.
That's impressive.
You didn't
That's-
play
that's a
9
new-
holes, but
I did too. And
He
Drove-
did,
drove
he
the
did.
cart.
He did. He did.
Oh, did he?
On
Yeah.
practice round on
That's funny.
last week.
Okay.
We went together, and he had 9 holes and did not lose one.
until the back 9,
First hole,
and
back
I
9.
smoked
That's
it right
tough.
into the woods.
Well-
It was nice hook into the. I'm like, son of
10's
a.
pretty tough.
So there it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That's it. I was getting lessons from Josh Spool.
Nice. Good one.
He,
No, you weren't.
whatever.
I'm going to have to call you out on that.
Okay, well, I was.
He was good. He's
Josh
good.
is good.
Very
Yeah,
good.
Ringer.
I told Blair when we were on our way back, we're going over to Brian Waits' afterwards, and he gives me a call and says, "Hey, man, I'm really sorry. I played horrible." I'm like, "Dude, you were -9, and we were -1. We were -10 altogether, and you account for -9. I don't think you need to be apologizing to us
No.
at all."
No,
So,
he can
I'm
he
just
can
saying.
flat play. He can drive it like nobody.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh, yeah, you're
yeah.
right. And line drive it.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
not. There's nothing to a whoop straight line.
But I will say this for Chris. Chris, I'm feeling your interest in golf more after last week.
I don't know.
I mean, he did win a.
You're wanting to get in. You're really wanting to just go for it.
He did win what 2 sets of balls to the
yeah, I
Utilized?
won.
2 sets of balls and a gun.
Were they
That's
blue?
There's
And
a
a gun.
first
Were they-
time for everything.
Were they blue?
No.
Were they blue?
No, somebody had a blue ball.
Oh, mother of
And hey, listen, I didn't win a gun. Okay, I don't need the government knowing about anything that I have.
you did a water gun.
A water gun. Yeah,
No, it
there
was
you
a
go.
Nerf gun. It was a
Right.
Nerf gun.
There you go.
So you already gave your gun to your dad?
Well, first of all, you have to be able. You have to know how to shoot the thing. Okay. If there's anybody who knows how to hunt and shoot a gun in our family, it's definitely not him. Just saying.
I hope he's watching.
No, their electricity's out.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, Mom
Whose
sent me a text and
electricity's
asked
out?
if she needs a DoorDash delivery. I'm like, hell, I ain't going to Annapolis.
You gonna drive down there and DoorDash
Yeah,
it?
they'll tip it up.
You get paid. You get paid $1.
Here's a quarter.
I bet the old generator at the gym's going, though, right now.
That's for sure.
Bet there's some shots going up.
You
It's
probably
still,
are correct.
It's still light outside. So
Yeah.
That's funny.
Let's open the door.
It is.
well,
good stuff.
speaking of the Cardinals, is it the fluke or is this them hitting their stride? What do you think?
I don't know. Arenado's hitting his stride.
He's fun to watch.
He's so hot they had to take the day off.
Hey,
I don't know why you give him the day off. Unless you
well-
knew it was going to rain and it didn't really matter.
I don't play good in the
Probably.
rain, so
Didn't really matter.
I don't think it mattered as much.
yeah. I mean, what do you think going forward? I mean, you got Bader back. It solidifies the outfield
Well, that's-
defensively.
Thank you.
That is definitely
let
what we
me
need.
finish
That-
this.
What do you mean he hit a dog?
I know. I
Hit
know.
two.
I know.
He hit 2.
I know.
Well, I didn't. I knew.
You got to watch the games.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been busy.
Hey, leadoff guys, 294. I mean, you got Arenado, 265. Goldschmidt's Lying in the Weeds. Name that movie. What movie?
Oh, I
quote
just
is
went
that?
blank.
Yeah. Major League 2.
2.
Yeah.
We talked about that last
Didn't
week.
Quaid.
Oh, that's right.
Serrano's
Yeah,
lying
yeah,
in the
yeah.
weeds. Anyway, Goldschmidt's about
Got it.
236. Carlson's 267. Young.
That's Dylan's batting
Yeah.
average. 235.
Nobody's hitting 300.
Yachty, 323.
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
He's old.
But he's hurt. Yeah, that's about it. Carlson, 267.
So how long is he out?
He'll be back soon.
How's
You think?
how's this backup? been
Kisner?
doing?
Kisner's playing well.
He is 227.
Well, not hitting. Well, he
227.
was hitting the ball well.
Yeah.
And then he stopped.
Well,
Hey, defensively, though, he isn't doing too bad.
yeah.
No, I agree.
I mean, but it's in a league where they don't steal anymore because they're all worried about a home run rather than, moving the runner over.
Well, I mean, we can get into that one again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
I'm just kind of curious to see as they play more opponents, how that's going to. I mean, what they're going to do. I was hoping to get to see how they play against DeGrom
Right.
and how they'd hit against him, which I
Yeah.
didn't think they will.
No, because nobody is.
No,
I mean, that's.
obviously 0.59 ERA. Nobody is hitting against.
Well, apparently,
him.
though, you just need about one run, and you got a 50-50 chance of beating him.
That's true. That's true.
I have to agree with Brian Deering here. Never give a guy that puts people in the stands a day off on a home game. Total BS. I agree.
Well,
Yeah.
but they probably ain't going to play today.
Yeah, maybe that's the only reason why he thought
That'd
that.
be the
maybe.
only reason why I would if I knew it was going to be a rain out.
But still, yeah, I agree with him. I mean, I think that's happened a lot of times with the Cardinals.
What do they call it? Game management in the NBA?
Load
Is that-
management.
Load management.
Load.
That's what it is. Load management. Yeah.
It's actually BS, but
Well,
I was trying to make it
I
family
don't know if you want to agree with Deering here, but go ahead.
I'm just saying it.
I'm
I
gonna have to agree
that.
with him.
And no, I don't think the Nationals will deal Max Scherzer. They basically came out and said they're not going to trade Max
They're
Scherzer.
not going to trade him, but he said that he is willing to be traded.
Yeah, but they have to pull the trigger on that one. He has a no trade clause.
And now we
Yeah,
talk
well,
about
he-
Love to see him in a Cardinals
I've
uniform.
kind of seen some players that have managed to get themselves traded, even though the team has said they're not going to trade them.
Well, I know one guy who's trying to right now is Aaron Rodgers.
Man, that sure is.
Wow, how that escalated quickly.
did it though?
He goes.
That's been.
Well,
that's
no, wait.
been
It went
long
from
time coming.
he's all pissed off because they drafted his replacement.
quarterback,
Whatever. That's
right,
how he
right.
got in the league. Just be
I
cool.
don't
Agreed.
understand why you're
Well,
getting so
because-
mad about that.
well-
That's so.
Ego.
Yeah, there you go.
Ego.
You got it.
There's egos in sports.
There's
Yeah,
a
a little
lot.
bit.
There's just a tad.
well,
Yeah.
I can name. Oh, never mind.
We're not in local sports yet.
Oh, my bad.
And
I'm going to tell you that I think he's going to New England.
No, he's staying.
No.
He's staying.
No.
No.
He's either staying or he's retiring.
No.
They've got their quarterback.
hey, side bet. How much?
I'm not,
No.
not enough money
What
in
do
my
you
pocketbook.
think
for
Green
about
that.
Bay.
What do you
Green
think
Bay's
about
the-
New England's re-signing Cam?
For that'll last.
Backup?
Well, what did he get? 15 is what
It's
did he
only
get?
a 1 year deal.
Back, right.
Yeah,
12.
but I mean,
Is that what it
still,
was 12?
They just drafted his
Three,
replacement.
I know 3-4 weeks.
I was
3-4
very
weeks.
Mac
surprised.
Jones coming in.
3-4
Cam's
weeks.
going to get hurt. It doesn't matter.
I just thought it was very surprised after the crappy year he had.
Yeah, it was crappy, but they also didn't have a real training camp.
Well, you know,
Is learning a new offense, which is awfully complicated.
didn't
We were supposed to see
Max?
a new, improved
Cam
Cam.
Newton.
That's,
We did.
you
We
know.
saw a new.
New
The improved part,
Yeah.
that's a relative term.
What did he say? Different. It's gonna be.
I mean,
Different was right.
Different. Cam.
I don't know that Cardinal fans. I mean, I don't know Tony Teague at all, but Cardinal fans that are ever going to get this Max Scherzer obsession. I mean,
Just like with Burley.
Yeah,
It's just the
and
locals.
Burley
Yeah.
never happened.
We-
Burley never
Hey,
happened.
we've had the Arenado for the last 2.5 years. So I mean, Max Scherzer's
Arenado
next, right?
wanted
and
to
he
be a
wanted
Cardinal.
to
Yeah.
be here.
You know.
Yeah,
the last
he's
2.5
sending
years,
he's sending videos to Wainwright saying, "Hey, give this to Mosaic."
Yeah.
Well, I know. I'm not. I'm just saying, it just makes total sense. So that it's probably not going to happen. I mean, Burley. I always thought we were going to get him. I really wanted him, and we never got him. It's just like,
I mean, a guy who's left-handed who can pitch 8 innings. Yeah,
We'd
through
take
2
him.
perfect games.
We take him.
Yeah. And also did that play where he threw the ball between his legs. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was day one.
awesome.
That was day one.
Opening day. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't got guys that can do that.
We don't?
I don't think so.
Carlos?
Who? Oh, that
Don't be
guy.
messing with Carlos, man.
Well, how many wins has he got as a
One
starter?
in
He's
the
got
last
it.
3 years.
Last
one.
3 years. That's
One.
it.
14 more, baby. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Odds are
I'll tell you
pretty
what,
low.
Flaherty, he started the year off hot, hasn't he? He's
5-0.
6-0 now.
Is he 6
yeah.
now?
He's thinking to himself, arbitration next year? He's going to.
Maybe they should
That's
have
gonna-
gave him a better deal. Ouch.
I ain't worried about him.
Oh,
Oh, yeah? Why? Because we're getting a high compensatory pick for him when he leaves?
That's right.
we'll trade. We'll
type
trade.
A pick?
We'll trade.
I would.
We'll trade and get the, fleece somebody.
Gracias.
I don't know if we'll fleece anybody. We'll get somebody whose name you can't spell, like what's his name that we got with Edwin Jackson?
I like the new.
Mark Zipchinski.
Oh,
Zipchinski.
Scrabble?
Scrabble.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only
yeah.
reason, the only thing I can
Yeah.
remember him by.
I like the new
Can't believe I
little
remembered that.
La Pachanga logo there on the show.
Yeah.
You can call 636-475-4888 and order out, and then go home and watch us.
Damn.
If you don't want to hang out here,
Little
Oh.
curbside.
And the biggest,
forget- yeah,
the
we didn't
biggest
get
mention
you a
thing
Brothers
about
Pizza.
the biggest thing about La Pachanga here in Herculaneum, they are now hiring for all positions here. They are looking for waitresses, buses, and hostess. They are definitely looking to hire multiple people. So if you would love a job here at La Pachanga here in Herculaneum, contact Joel at 636-475-4888.
There you go.
Herculaneum and La Pachanga now hiring for all positions.
I mean, I've heard that waitresses do pretty well here. I don't know.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you. I mean, right now they're so short-staffed that they're having so many tables per person. I think it's been rough for them.
I'd be willing to bet you could probably show up tonight, and then you could work a shift tomorrow.
For Cinco de Mayo.
I would be willing to bet.
baptism
they would
by
be like,
fire, isn't it?
okay, come on in.
Yeah,
listen.
that would not be the day to start. Probably.
Listen,
Oh.
hey, the pay is probably going to be good because of all the work you're going to get.
Agreed.
And you're going to have that opportunity. The best opportunity is you get to come and see us once a week.
Once a week.
So if you're
Once
fortunate
a
enough,
week.
you get
You
to
may
come
even
and
get
see
to
us.
wait on our table.
Yeah, and that will be a trip. in
Best
itself.
part of the job, right there.
I would say so.
Best
Just
part of the
ask
job.
any of these fine people working.
That's
Well,
right.
don't ask the one that looks. She may not
All
say
right,
that.
well,
but,
She's over there within hearing distance.
Yeah, I'm
So Aaron Rodgers, yeah, changes.
it's crazy, man. It's just
I think he's going to host Jeopardy.
You think?
Yep.
No, he'll stay.
No.
How much is on his contract? Because it's at the end
1
of
or
the
2
day.
years, I think.
No, how much money? It's all about
A
the
lot.
money. Exactly.
I
He's
can't
not.
believe you think it's all about money.
For those guys, it is. Yeah, yeah. I think I'd be disgruntled for $30 million or whatever he's making.
True.
They even cut one of his favorite wide receivers.
Yeah,
After
some
he
guy
just
that-
came out and said that he really liked the guy's going to make camps. They cut him
Yeah, some
after
guy.
he said it. And
That apparently was the straw that broke the camel's back. A guy that caught one pass all year after he got cut.
They must have been best friends.
Yeah.
Well.
I think he caught 6 passes
I think that's
with the
that's just
Packers.
another excuse.
It is. It is. How about this? Let's talk about this, though. When he's calling for the GM's head, hey, it's me or the GM. I want the GM gone. What are we
come
doing here? I mean, you see that in basketball. I mean, you're starting to see this. You're trying to see a power play with players in the NFL. I mean,
Thanks, Kurt Flood.
well, Kurt Flood, they're doing it okay in baseball. Why? Because there's no cap.
You think that trickles
There's no
down?
salary
It's
cap.
guaranteed salaries.
I know.
The
but
salaries are guaranteed in
I know,
baseball.
but that's what I'm saying. There's no salary cap.
The salaries are guaranteed in
Exactly.
the NBA.
Huh?
The salaries in the NBA and baseball are guaranteed. So that
Right.
means, like, if you remember a guy named Keith Van Horn
Oh, yeah.
in the NBA, he got
Oh,
a
yeah.
really big deal. And out of like 7 years in that deal, he played 2 and got hurt and just stayed on a team. They had to trade. He got traded like 5 times because they had to move the money because he's guaranteed money.
Utah, wasn't he? I know he played for the Jazz.
Oh,
but
yeah, he went
played
to
at
college Utah.
Utah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did
Yeah.
they win?
For
Was that the year?
Majerus.
Yeah, he
did they
played for
we were
Majerus.
there?
National championship,
That's
got
what-
beat by Kentucky.
Kevin Holly says Aaron Rodgers' career is now in jeopardy.
I agree. I like that.
But,
That's good stuff.
And I think
It's-
he's kind of smeared his image a little too.
I don't know
Well,
about that. There's a lot of people who are going to empathize with him or feel sorry for him a little bit or something.
yeah, they were talking about that.
Except for Packers fans.
Yeah, they were talking about that. He talk about ego. He's probably one of the biggest narcissists in the league. But I guess you
Shocker.
can when you're MVP and I don't know, probably Hall of Fame bound.
Probably Hall of Fame.
I know. I'm
Was
just-
Cam Newton a Hall of Famer ahead of
No,
Aaron Rodgers?
No, not at
Gosh,
not at all. No.
I should hope. not.
MVP.
I don't care.
Only one. Aaron Rodgers only won 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know who played in a Super Bowl and didn't win? Cam Newton.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's it.
But-
So there you go. That's
I don't know.
the
What do
man.
you do? What do you do if you're management?
If your management sucks, you go get another job.
No, I'm talking about if you're Green Bay.
They got to trade him.
They're not going to trade him.
They got to trade him.
No.
They got to trade him or let him pull a Carson Palmer and say, "All right, I'm going to retire." And they're like, "All right."
Okay.
And
That's
then
fine.
But they can cut him and not be on the hook for all of his money. That's the difference between NFL salaries. That's why they can sign a 5-year deal, and within 1 or 2 years they're already wanting a new deal. It's because they can say you're gone. The only thing they worry about is cap hit, and that's not the full percentage of what's left on the contract.
Nope.
So
It's still going to be a big hit
Oh, yes.
on the
Yeah.
cap. But
That's why they
go
think
ahead, go
they're gonna
retire, and then in a year you're going to come back.
well, the Eagles,
I'll trade him.
even trading Wentz, they still have to take a cap hit. Anytime you trade a player, that's a cap hit.
That's what I'm saying. Packers don't have to do anything. Management does not.
I wouldn't do
have
anything.
No, you have a
I
contract.
just think he's played his last
just
game
like
for
just
the Packers.
just like with Watson before
Yes.
everything that came up. Before everything that came up,
That's why he was trying to get out of town so quick.
maybe.
No wonder he wanted traded.
I gotta go. I gotta go like now.
Do you
Trade
think,
me.
right now.
Trade me.
Right now.
Do you think that's a way of the future?
No,
Yes.
no. You can balk all you want. Go look at Bell. Go look at Le'Veon Bell. Okay, great. I'm going to sit. Okay, fine. Bye. And then what's he done since he came back? Nothing.
He's made some money.
some.
still
Not
got
what
paid.
Not what he had made if
Not
he
what
would
he
have
would've
just
made.
No,
stayed.
no. He bet on himself.
I think
Right.
it's going to
And
happen
that
more
didn't-
than what we think.
I
in the
really
future.
think it is, and they're
Well,
going to
yeah,
try to
'cause
use
more
their
guys
star.
You're in a
Oh yeah.
listen.
More,
You're in
more
the
guys
league.
are egotistical enough that they're
There's
going to
egos in sports.
Yeah, yeah, a little
But
bit.
look at Russell Wilson. That's that one day was it
Got
one
his
day, 2
feelings
days.
hurt.
But that's it. You haven't heard hide nor hair of that anymore.
Seattle came out and they're like, he's the best.
He's our guy.
Finally, they came out.
Yeah.
and said,
He's our guy.
He's
hey,
our guy.
Football's a different animal because
Agreed.
your average.
You wouldn't have thought
2
that
years
this was going to happen though 3 or 4 years ago.
with Rodgers
With,
or
no,
just
with
in general.
in football, you'd say that's an NBA thing,
Yeah.
and that is an NBA thing where
Right.
the stars run the entire league.
Well, they're
Usually
allowed-
about
they're
one
allowed
star
to.
runs the entire league.
They're allowed to though.
Maybe the country, but
Oh, my.
Jeez. All
What?
right. Illuminati.
There we go.
Illuminati conspiracist over here.
Da, da, da.
Jeez.
sorry,
They're allowed to in the NBA though.
yeah, they are.
The commissioner wants that to happen.
Sure he does.
So
Who?
I just think
the
that's-
commissioner. What's his name?
Adam Silver.
I think
He's the
this
GM. What are you talking about?
is going to be the way of the future, not only in the pros, but at the collegiate level.
No.
And it will make its way down to the high school level.
No. The only possible way. The only
Kids
possible
will
way.
be able to pick and choose where they want to go and who they want to play for.
Well, that happens now.
I was going to say.
That happens,
That happens now.
But I think with the transfer portal, I think you see more of the player, which I'm fine with, taking ownership of where they want to play. If it's, well, hey, I went to school A and I don't want to sit, but I sat for a year. Fine, I'm going to go in the portal and go play somewhere else. I think that's perfectly fine. but I don't think you're going to see to that level. The only thing that maybe potentially could happen is if the federal government comes in and they do some stipulation where you're going to pay to play for the athletes. Something's going to come up like California legislation, but it becomes federal law where they say, hey, you know what, you need to pay your athletes more than the $150,000 or whatever that they get for their scholarship and food and room and board and clothing and meal money and books and everything else. So
It's like I was watching the U, you know. $30 for a weekend ain't going to buy all my food.
Right.
I mean, you know, and
well,
of course we were taking money from boosters.
I say 1980 is different from 2021.
I
can tell
know,
you
but
that.
I mean, I'm just
Inflation.
Yeah.
Just
You know,
throwing it out there.
Yeah.
And I saw today a Twitter poll, and I just sent it to you guys, but one of my friends.
You're on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
someone else is on Twitter.
Somebody else is on for it.
Oh, my bad.
why do you not just get a Twitter handle?
Just haven't done it yet.
Oh, you're such a
So a representative here in the state of Missouri successfully added an amendment which penalizes a person who harasses a referee, an umpire, a coach, or an administrator
you
during a
sent me
sporting
this
event.
already.
The person who commits the offense could pay a fine up to $500 or could go to jail for up to 90 days. It's in
For
the
what level? For what
government
level?
high school in the state of Missouri. This is a representative Barn 28.
I don't,
Can you imagine? Can you
you're saying
imagine?
there's a
Jerome
chance.
Barnes, in case. Yeah, that's who that is.
So can you imagine that if that happens?
If it goes through,
Yes.
it'd be great. We have a lot of
How's
people
that going
who.
to be enforced?
Well, would that
That's what I'm
affect the
saying.
referee shortage?
No.
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 Why? You don't have to worry about people harassing you
Sure
because
you
they.
do.
You just say, I want that $500 fine.
Who's going to enforce it? You can make all the laws you want in the land.
All you got to do
Who's
is call
going
the
to-
cops. Ooh. Depending on where you are, you can call the cops.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly.
But coaches,
I said it. I don't care.
coaches and
It's a line of the
And
Bearback,
administrators?
right?
so if you harass a coach or an administrator, you can get a $500 fine
Hey,
man.
and spend 90 days in jail.
What are they going to do to you, Coach?
he's going to be like, time out.
We're gonna be over there trying to take a picture, and he's like, "They're harassing me." Oh wait, you won't say that. Your mom will say that.
Oh,
Man, Donna Blair is watching.
And even
fired.
and your dad even said, "Yep, she's all the time trying to watch out for her boy." That's
is.
exactly what he said.
We're always picking on them. We're always picking on them.
He did say that. He did say that Friday.
That's, I don't
Maybe I
know.
should put that picture up.
Hey, there's
No.
a shout. I got a shout out here to Kyle Borer. He's on the line. Thank you for being on. Appreciate that,
great.
Kyle.
Watch
Hey,
out.
Great to be with you all weekend, by the way, Kyle.
Oh,
And,
Kyle.
Kyle just jumps in whenever he wants.
Yeah,
He does.
You know, hey.
I can't hear him.
Hi, Kyle.
Nope.
Hi.
Nope.
No,
didn't
we're
hear
having
it.
saying.
technical difficulties.
Yeah, this nobody else can see him or hear him, can they?
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Hey, how about
Game
this, though?
today has been postponed, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just got
Yes,
postponed.
yeah.
Talk
My-
about, yeah.
Doubleheader.
I like that. 7-inning
Seven-inning
doubleheader.
doubleheader.
I think that's neat.
Yeah,
Nothing
so
wrong
if you
with
pitch a no, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's right. Dun, dun, dun.
just the problem is though is DeGrom's going to get a complete game. 7
Complete game shutout, but not.
no hitter.
Yeah.
Still
no,
lose.
he's out. He's out. He's hurt.
Oh, is he hurt?
Yeah,
No.
he's getting an MRI. He's on the
Who is?
shelf. DeGrom.
DeGrom.
Yeah, he was scratched from tonight, well before the postponement.
He's hurt. He's out.
Yeah.
He get
How
a
about this
blister?
though? You're talking about football. How about Alabama in that 2017 recruiting class?
Yeah, pretty phenomenal.
Will that go down as the best recruiting class ever?
Oh, yeah.
At least in the immediate future?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what do you think, football guy?
Yeah, you're the football expert here.
What do you think? Let's get your weigh in on
Although
that.
you didn't go undefeated in middle school season.
Twice.
All they,
Why is Kyle calling me?
and all
Oh,
they
my
did.
gosh.
Stop, Kyle.
Because he wants to be on the show.
No, no.
All-
on the show, guys.
He's been on the show.
all they
share your
hey,
ball.
These guys, all they did was fall forward the whole year.
Yep.
That's all they want to
Hey,
do.
all I
Yeah,
can
is that what
say
you
is
guys
have
did?
to.
Did you guys-
I say we did
When you
after
got your-
halftime because it was
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What's the closest anybody play this?
Maybe
Yeah,
R7,
20.
maybe
Maybe
21.
20,
Yeah, if
That
that.
Graves kid was good,
He was good now.
but
was
not
good,
good
though.
enough then.
yeah.
What did
Hey,
what did that
Martinez-
team do once
hey.
they got to the high
That's
school
because we weren't
level?
coaching.
Well, when the QB moves,
Yeah,
and this
that
kid
hurt.
moves, and
Well,
that
I
kid
mean,
moves,
Didn't they go down
Good
to
coaching, they would have
JV?
stayed.
I
Didn't they go
was.
down to JV?
That wasn't. Hey, we had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
We only
Yeah.
were coaching at the
Didn't-
levels we were asked to coach.
Exactly.
Didn't they go down to a JV team only because they
Yeah.
couldn't have enough kids to?
Well,
produce?
hey, listen.
we were not.
Was that
I was
same
no
class?
longer.
Think so.
I was no longer in the employ, so I can't.
I think
answer
that
those
was
questions.
that. Wasn't that
I'm gonna
that year though?
I'm
That
gonna
class.
I'm going to tell you a story. It really ticked
was
me
good-
off.
good
'cause
for
I'm-
No, it's not time out tirade.
Story time with Jason.
So-
Brought to you by.
Jarvis.
We're going to play.
Well,
a
he's going to
game.
have some story time here
Yep.
about 9 months.
And we I'm not going to even say what school I was coaching at the time, but we're going to play a game. After the coin toss, okay, this is a lower level game. After the coin toss, the other team tells me we're only playing half. Well, we won the coin toss, and I deferred.
Here we go, the deferment again.
Are you going to you're kidding me? You didn't know you were only going to play 2 quarters until before?
I remember this.
And this
I
is
do too.
after the flip. I'm like, well, then I want the ball. Because he says this, and we're all, well, sorry. What? No. And we didn't get the ball.
Hey, who were you
I'm
playing?
I'm surprised they didn't.
First I don't
quarter,
know.
second
I mean,
quarter.
it was maybe a team you were talking about before that. But
Just
I
asking.
was so ticked
Were you
off.
playing Perryville?
I remember
No.
this very well.
Just making sure.
It's got a V in it
Oh,
Gotta be
and a view.
Good view.
let me
the best view of the night.
let me
One could say, let me
Gosh,
tell
that
everybody,
ticked me off.
grand, maybe.
Very.
I hear
Was
it's
it-
not very grand. That's what you guys say.
I enjoyed working
I
there.
enjoyed my time there.
Listen, I just wanted to get them in it.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey.
Anyway, back
I
to
enjoyed my time there.
I did.
cut my teeth as a head coach. I'm appreciative.
A lot of great kids, a lot of great
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
My
Not
goodness.
everything else was great, but that's okay.
Yeah, they got a nice field.
I tell you
They
what
do.
was great. How about this? You ready?
Uh-oh.
Tua, Najee Harris, Alex Leatherwood, Jared Judy, Henry Ruggs, Devontae Smith, just to name a few. Who else? Offensive tackle Jarrett Willis Jr., Xavier McKinney. You're talking, and then Isaiah Buggs. You're talking at least 15 draft picks out of that class.
Pro Bowlers.
Draft, yeah, high round 1, round 2 guys.
Hey, if you want to go somewhere and win, you just go to Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're one of those blue chips,
Yeah,
why,
yeah.
why would you go anywhere else?
I wouldn't.
You're going to go to Alabama. You're going to have your best chance of going to the pros.
All right.
Yep. That's
I
exactly
tried
right.
to find. I tried to find the picture. There was a meme of the running backs, and I'm trying to remember Henry.
Oh,
there was
gosh,
like
there's a whole
5, 6.
list
There was
of 'em,
5,
yeah.
6 of them on 1 year.
Probably when they had Trent Richardson. And
He was the senior.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I just remember seeing this one, and it was this one, and Yeldon, and Howard, and it was just. And,
a who's who.
oh
Yeah,
my
who's-
gosh! In 1 year.
Imagine having those kinds of weapons.
huh.
So there's the music. There's the cue.
Oh, is that our
Oh,
cue?
I'm sorry.
And
All right.
it was when you were in the middle of yours.
Well,
That's
I
not-
don't even think. I think
I
you
thought-
said like one thing, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden the
and
music
then you get the
played.
music played.
Fine.
All right. Well, hey, listen. When we do get back, we're gonna be talking about local sports.
So that was
So tune
segment
in.
number 1. Segment number 1 of
brought to you by-
National Headlines.
Yeah.
Brought
And
to you by La Pachanga here in Herculaneum.
Yeah, that's right. You guys got to call that number. Get you some Brothers Pizza.
Put that up there, Ray. Put that in there.
bro. Get you some Bros
636-475-4888.
Pizza.
Brothers Pizza. If you haven't had the Brothers Pizza yet, I'm telling you guys.
And the most important thing about it is La Pachanga Herculaneum is now hiring for all
Yep.
positions. So
Get here.
you're looking for a job, a fun environment out here.
don't need a stimulus
Always busy.
I don't think
Get a job.
Always busy. Always busy here.
Come in.
They got a website
You get
also
stimulus
on
check.
there.
Yes,
so-
they do. Yes, they do.
Damn,
so
Ray threw it up on the screen.
There
Yeah.
you go,
Did.
Ray.
On
Did
the
whole
screen.
thing.
La Pachanga Herculaneum 636
Get down here.
47
Blair
5,
Blair
4,
eats
8,
here.
8.
Blair
Blair
lives
only
here.
eats here 3 or 4 times a week.
Maybe, close.
How he lost all the weight. So if you want to lose some weight,
There you go.
Oh,
Eat
Lapa
healthy.
Changa.
There we go.
Gosh.
Bam.
There we go.
That's false advertisement. Yeah.
You're watching the Coach's Box. We will be right back.
You know, I do this for the love of the kids. I do it for the love of the coaches and the ADs because there's not enough high school coverage in the St. Louis area. There's just not. Once again, I get to keep my relationships with, you know, guys like you and a lot of the other great coaches and administrators and former athletes. And that's one of the cool things that we're going to do here, too, is, you know, I've been fortunate covering some great coaches and great kids, but, you know, the Caravan is, you know, I wasn't letting it die. And sure enough, we're here now, and you know, the reboot is in full effect.
This live stream SDL has been a huge asset for Jefferson County sports, in my opinion. I mean, getting these athletes the camaraderie that they're out there and people can see them. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a call from a coach yesterday about one of my athletes that said that they saw some of her games on live stream SDL.
Awesome.
So, I mean, that right there instilled to me that this is important. You know, this is important for those kids. And so, you know, I think it's great, and I wish you guys the best. You know, and if you're out there and you want to sponsor, this is a great opportunity for you know, kids to support kids of our local kids and get them support and get them acknowledgement out there, because we have a lot of great athletes in this county.
We appreciate that. And at the end of the day, our mission is much the same as your missions, coaches, to help shine a light on these kids. And get them exposure and get their name out there and help them. And if they can advance, they're better off, we're better off as a community, and that's why we're here.
Guys, I've always wanted to ask you this since you're both pitchers. What's your favorite pitch? It's a fastball? Okay, I know. It's a curveball. No? Okay, well, what's your favorite pitch?
Oh, yeah. Spitball.
For fine Mexican cuisine.
A family atmosphere.
Any place to watch your local sport teams. Come out to La Pachangas. Check out our 4 locations: Arnold, Herculaneum, Crystal City, and Bonter. Come out to La Pachanga.
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
And we are back for round 2 of the Coach's Box here. We will dedicate this particular segment to local sports and local headlines. We open up with the Appreciate the Teach segment here. And again, thanks so much to all the teachers for being so awesome at all the different places here in Jefferson County. And guys, we're just going to turn it over to you, and here we go.
Yeah,
Preach the
that's-
teach.
We definitely want to make sure that give that big shout out, especially to these three guys that I have an awesome opportunity to be on this show with. But,
Awesome opportunity. Wow. Hey,
So-
We're not worthy.
hey, I know you guys hold a special place in my heart because I'm sure that dealing with young kids all day long and then having to go and do coaching side of it is, I'm sure, not an easy task. But these three guys have graciously done it for many years combined. Together, I wouldn't know how many that is, but
A lot.
I could say that
Carry
it
the
is a
one.
challenge, I'm sure.
I just know who's taught the longest. 'Cause he's
this
the oldest.
guy. But we
This
do.
is- this is
Hey,
like year
listen,
21,
Hey,
man.
listen, I subbed for him. I subbed for him when I was in college.
When I was at Crystal.
When you were at Crystal, yeah.
I still say, some of the best days of my career is over at Crystal
Hey,
City.
I could tell you, with subbing there, they had teacher versus student wiffle ball game action. It was great. They had, they did a lot of,
We
a lot of fun
we
stuff.
played volleyball against
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah,
They
we
did.
had a
We
lot
did
of
a
fun stuff.
basketball game. It was.
Good stuff.
There was a lot of competition between. We
Well,
were
there's
all
some good
young.
classes.
And
Well,
we
I
were
say all
You had
young.
me. You had Ken Jones. You had
Holdinghausen.
Dan Johnson at one time.
Yeah.
Then Breeze. You had Matt Holdinghausen. You had Eric Poveronico. You had a lot of
Younger.
And a
younger guys.
lot of talent over there too.
And then
oh.
along came R7.
And then you're right. You are
Hold
right.
on, does Ray have any music?
And then
That's all
my
I have.
career really took a turn after that. I jumped around a little bit, but hey, I landed back on my feet at Herky after I'd not accepted a job in 2006-ish. I was offered a job at Herky and turned it down because I was going to lose money, and it was the same role. And old Stan Helms said, they're going to build that high school out there, and you're going to be looking for a job. And sure enough, 4 years later, I was like, thanks, Helms, you cursed me. But
He called it.
But yeah, guys, still thank you for your years of service in the teaching industry. I think it's a small appreciation of what you guys do every day. So
Yeah.
thank you from
Well,
a
and if-
parent's point of view. I appreciate that.
you look at it, if you look across all kinds of polls that have been taken and everything, there's so many people leaving this profession right now and people not wanting to get in this profession. And so for people to be in it 20 years and, 10, 15, whatever you guys are, I'm 21. So
16.
okay.
15. Yeah, I'm 15.
I should be like 23. I took a little time to graduate. I was on what my advisor said, the vacation plan. But
A lot of people go
to
to school 7 years. They're called doctors.
I was not 7 years, thank you. I was 5.5. I redshirted my first year. I knew I was going to be there.
Van Jarvis.
I knew I was going to be there.
Wilder.
I knew I was going to be there 5, but it ended up being a little bit longer.
That's hilarious.
I enjoyed college.
Yeah. Yeah, big shout out to all of our friends, all of our teacher friends and coaches
Yes.
friends that
Yep.
we know what you guys do on a daily basis, and like Coach Blair said, it's a wonderful profession to be in, and obviously we don't do it for the money. We try to impact the
It's not about the money, Blair.
It's good stuff.
try to impact the youth of the youth of society. Hopefully that we could be role models for them, positive role models for them as they turn into adults, and maybe hopefully take some lessons with them that we can help them out with.
Well, and that's what you. At the end of the day, that's why you do it. That I always get teased about. Well, you just want to be a teacher because your summer's off. I'm like,
Summer's off.
That's
Summer,
cute.
that's
cute. I remember my first beer, and I really don't take off any time if I'm.
Yeah. Matter of fact, didn't the state have to put in a dead week period just so we could have some time off? I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So we especially now after everything that's happened this last year, is Jay saying people are getting out of the profession. It's a thankless job. It doesn't pay very well, and it's just one of those things that you're called to do it.
You are.
Agreed.
It's a calling to do it. And
I would challenge all of our viewers, and Coach hit the nail on the head. I think for us, we don't do it for the money, and teachers across the board would say the same thing. But the idea of, hey, thank you for what you do goes a long way.
Sure,
just
it
to
does.
feel appreciated, in like you said, in a thankless position where it's day after day, and whether it's lesson plans or whether it's this hoop or that hoop that continues to be piled on the teaching profession and the educators. Just a simple, hey, I see what you're doing and I appreciate it. I think that's all teachers really would
That's
like.
why you're in it.
Well, my greatest enjoyment is when I see one of those students that I had 15 years ago, and they're having kids now, and they have kids that are going to school, and that's what I like to see, and see those. That kid, I was always like, man, what is he going to end up? What is he going to end up in 10 years? And then I see him, and they're more successful, making more money than me, most of them. And
pretty
it's
soon
so
you guys
awesome
can
to see him.
have your kids carpool, to kindergarten.
Hey, I got to go into school early. Would you pick my kid up?
Fine with me, man.
It's all right.
But it is. It's nice that that Facebook trend that's going on the last couple days. Where it's just neat to see what people are doing.
I've had some good ones where just thinking back to some of the kids that I had when they, because I said, let me know how you're doing. It's one of those, like you said, it's going around. And
I was a little nervous to post that when I saw it. I'm like, nope, passing.
That was good. I enjoy reading it.
I was reading a lot of you guys and some other teachers that I.
Someone mentioned me in one of yours or something. I was like, what?
But it's fun to read some of that stuff because you go back and you think about maybe some of those people were your first couple of years when you were just getting your feet wet a little bit, and they were the impact that you made on some of these kids in your first couple of years when you really were just going in, not having a clue what you're getting yourself into, and made more of an impact.
Does not prepare you.
I said this so many times that Southeast Missouri State did not prepare me to be a teacher, and that number one, that happened when I was teaching elementary PE, and. I've got so hopefully no one's eating out there in TV land here, but
put your food down, folks.
This little kid comes up after basically messing themselves number 2 style, and it's like, can I go to the bathroom now? And it's going down the floor. I'm like, I think to myself, I'm like, Dr. Sofo never said anything about this. I don't know. I have no idea what to do right now. But no, I was thinking back to my first year teaching when I was 23 years old at Zalma, big Zalma, 82 kids in the high school.
Big Zalma.
I had a PE class of 2 kids. Wow. And they were both seniors, and they're like, very, very country kids. And they said, hey, Coach, is there anything I can do to where I just don't even have to worry about doing anything? Because what are we going to do? We didn't have the money we didn't even have a ping pong table. So we would play pickleball, we would play horse, we would just do whatever. So and it's like, look, because it's one of those things.
That's how you became a good shooter.
Yeah, I read a book. And they're like, hey, is there anything we can do to where we don't have to worry about, doing anything the rest of the year? And I said, and I usually would play music or something out of the speakers. And the Bare Naked Ladies song One Week came on. You know how fast that is. I said, I'll tell you what, if any of you guys can sing this without messing up, word for word, I'll just pass you, and I don't even care. And then they tried, like, literally every other week to do it. Didn't happen. I made them do, an instructional video on how to play basketball. If you ever want to check it, check my Facebook page on that post I was telling you about, because one of them had mentioned that, and I said, oh, for you guys, here it is. And I actually, however many years ago, uploaded to YouTube. And it's still there.
It's hilarious.
It is ridiculous. And then those two, they found the smallest junior high jerseys to put on. One of them never played basketball, and they did how to play basketball instructional video. And it is absolutely ridiculous. And I just remember just thinking about that time and how much has changed and everything else. I'm like, just the stories and whatnot that, that just kind of, it just brings back memories. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it's just important to see, though, the impact that you have on kids. Like you, Coach Jarvis, had said 10 or 15 years down the road, they come back and they have a conversation with you, and you never really probably knew it then, but now 15 years down the road, you hear it from them, and you're like, wow, that's exactly why I do what I do.
I just bought my last vehicle from Ryan Picarella, who was a kid I had at Crystal and was probably one of my most favorite kids that I coached over there. And, we could go on and on about stories and stuff that happened back I don't realize. I mean, you don't realize until you're out of that situation how great that situation was.
Right. Yeah.
And I hope that schools can start getting back to being like it was back then.
Well, you can't. I mean, I've said this all along, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I went to to get into education, and I got out of it was I felt like you couldn't teach life skills, life lessons as much anymore as you used to 15 years ago. I mean, you talk about the change and the difference of a way of teaching goes.
Yeah.
And as far as when we were in high school, I mean, how many times did we just go into class and we just start talking about different things going on in life and bringing it up in conversation and having a good conversation about it? But that's the things that those kids remember. That's the things I remember from high school. I remember going into a class and talking about stuff, and I remember that class. I remember that story that day, and I still remember it. But I can't tell you what 3.14 is times 10 times divided by r, x equals 3. I don't remember any of that stuff.
Rain Man, is there anybody here? Rain Man?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just the whole point of the concept of those things that I think have been a lost art a little bit in education, and I feel like that kids today don't appreciate it as much, and I feel like it's a dying art, and it struggles because you see it, you hear about it. A lot of people are getting out of education that have been in education for 15, 20 years. And are getting out of it to go do something else because of that reason. I mean, I know a couple people right now that are just getting out after this year and getting completely out of education, been in there 15, 20 years, but want to get out of it because it is a job that you can't appreciate anymore as much. And you don't get those many as, hey, thanks for what you do. Appreciate what you do.
Well, I compare it to this. When I first started 15 years ago, there was a lot that you could discuss and talk about, and you didn't have to worry about offending.
Agreed.
Agreed. I mean, because, look, I've always said, and my political views are one thing, but if teaching social studies, you understand this, I'm going to lay this out. You're going to make a decision on what you want. Most kids are influenced politically or their own feelings and faith and everything else by their parents or by the people they're around. I laid it out there, and I gave all the sides, and I'm just like, here, you decide. So if anybody ever came to me and said this president sucked or this person was great, I would always ask why. Even if I felt one way or the other, and they're like, well, I don't know. I said, well, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
I need to know what. I need to know why. Give me some facts. Otherwise, you can't. I don't want to hear it. Defend your position.
Defend your position.
And I felt every year there was something that was taken away. That you could do before, like, okay, look, when I first started teaching, I paddled a kid.
Right.
Okay, I've administered corporal punishment as a regular teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about that. You're 20. It was 25 was the last time I did it. Every teacher had a paddle, and I called principal.
I never had that in my 21 years, but
I called principal. I was teaching PE at the time, and a kid dropped a curse word, the F word. I was like, all right. And he knew it. He's just like, come on, man.
It's his worth.
I called the principal and I said, hey, so and so, they cussed, which was by rule. You'd send them to the office. They get a lick. They come back, and he's like, hey, I'm in a meeting. You need to take care of it. I'm like, what? He's like, just make sure somebody watches you. So you had to get another teacher out of class, go out in the hallway. Kid grabs their ankles, you slide him up. And I had a cricket paddle, too. It was a two-hander, baby.
Was it the soul pole, like Dazed and Confused?
No. But it was.
There's a good quote, man. That's a good one.
It was a good solid inch worth of oak, and I lit him up. And I got every bit. But I'll tell you what, that's another thing that while it's not illegal in the state of Missouri to give corporal punishment as a school,
right?
Nobody's going to do it. It's just one of those things been taken away. Not that you look to do that, but I found that when you're in a place like that where that was still an option.
What's that word called?
Actually,
what's that word called? Discipline.
Yeah. They seem to listen better. Yeah. And I mean, and look, I've basically gotten in trouble because the first day of school I had a rowdy group and I just pulled the door, slammed the door shut, and like, how you doing? I'm Mr. Miller. And let's make sure we get quiet now. I got pulled in the office a day later saying, "Hey, you can't do that." Like, what? I didn't yell at him. Yeah, but that's an intimidating thing. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Really? So needless to say, I got non-renewed.
He said I got non-renewed.
I did. It's out there. I'll give it.
But I mean, you guys have been in
I
it
just
for a
thought it
while,
was funny.
but it just
Later on, I got
seems as a parent, the way education's foundation was 15 years ago has changed. 15 years now.
No, we don't.
And I'm sure
we don't coach. I don't
No,
coach
you
it.
can't.
Nothing like I did.
And I say this, my first year out at Herky, that was my first teaching job. You know, that group was such a fun group and such a competitive group. That was the hardest coaching job, and what I mean by this, on the players and the things that they bought into and that they did and how they worked. Never in any varsity group was never worked as hard as that, and they never wanted to. And those girls, I mean, they bought into it. They loved it. Had parents at the end of the year say that weren't even basketball kids; they were cross country because it was at Herky, track and cross country, and they said, "We just think how hard you worked them. I mean, get them ready for track season."
Right.
Like, I mean, hey.
When I was at Crystal, me and Jones had a group of girls over there that their parents thanked us for coaching them like boys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Being hard on them.
yeah.
Don't let it easy. Don't let them easy. And I think that's changed a little bit, just simply for the fact that it's I think we live in a tough world now compared to 15 years ago. Things have changed in the world. There's this right here has changed a lot of it.
I was going to say
this right here has changed a lot of it.
Right
Oh, yeah.
here.
That's
It's
what's
this.
changed everything.
But, as far as a teacher, I mean, you're getting up there in front of a group of students that may have this thing on, and you say one wrong thing in the education field, but it's part of your curriculum, and it's changed everything. It's completely changed everything.
That doesn't happen, does it?
See,
That wouldn't happen around any
any
public school setting.
I don't even know that it had period in education, but the point of it is it's really made it difficult for teachers to teach. It's really made it difficult for you. So I commend you all three for what you do.
Well, I appreciate we got off of the local sports.
That's okay.
pretty quick.
Well,
Let's get back on track.
We can get
Let's
back on
back
it.
on-
It
let's
is
get back on
local.
track. Hey, I'm going to say this. I'll talk about local. You always get to brag on your kid. You get to brag. I'm going to brag on my kid.
You should.
oh yeah,
All right,
get
I'm
it.
gonna brag on my
Get
kid.
it.
So
You
my
should,
son was a part of the Festus. I guess they won their track conference, their track meet yesterday, and he was on the 4x800 team, and they took first place. So
Conference champ.
just to see,
Nice.
just to see how he started. He's in 7th grade, but just to see how he started. Thanks,
That was
Ray.
the wrong one. It should have been this one.
Oh, man.
I got a 1-800 number for you, Ray.
yeah.
No, but anyway,
Yeah.
no. But you talk about, and this is what we said, and we had this conversation with him over and over, and saying, look, you've got my genetics, so you're obviously not the most talented athlete to begin with.
God.
But he took off, and Blair,
There's a
you
good
could
one for that
probably,
one.
yeah, you could probably. He took off over 1:30 on his mile time
That's phenomenal.
from the start of the
That's
year
great.
to the end. He worked his way into the. I don't know how they do things, but he was, whatever he could tell me. But the top little 4x800
I don't know what
team.
track is.
Yeah,
It was fun to watch.
I was
I
telling
mean-
him, hey, good luck, son. Run hard, turn left. I don't know. Let's turn
You
left.
know what's really funny is when I was a head coach for track, it's like, hey, how can I get faster? I'm like, well, run faster than the other guy and turn
I
left.
don't know. Yeah,
I'll tell you.
But it was, I mean,
Track coaching philosophy of Chris Miller.
but you
exactly
talk
right.
about that, Coach, and you see that impact of just that little bit of impact that he had in over that 6-week period or 8-week period that they were out there. He can create a minute and a half off of his mile time. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
hard work.
I was
I
at
mean,
the same meet.
yeah.
My daughter PR'd in her shot put and in her discus. So
I mean, it's fun. I mean, it was. I truly enjoy coaching junior high track just simply for the fact that at that age, they're just really a sponge and they're wanting to find a way to get better. They just, they just love it just to figure out how to way to get better. And so I commend.
I tell you that.
I commend all you guys that do junior high track because I'm at that track meet going,
There's
This
no
is
way.
absolutely insane.
I-
How do you even know where the kids are, where
Right.
they're supposed to be? And
What
kids
are they doing?
Running
And,
all over
oh,
the place.
man.
They're over
Oh,
here
it's
at
a
the
madhouse.
tent. It's, I mean, like herding little ants
Cats.
everywhere, cats or whatever.
Herding cats.
I tell you what,
That's
though,
the only way to put it.
that 4x1, or not 4, but this is the 100-meter dash. This is junior high, running sub
Did you
12.
see what he won by, like a .01 or
sub
something?
12,
Yeah. Yeah.
11.95 or whatever. I mean, they were flying. But of course, I mean, they already look like men. I mean,
yeah,
they're
they
just
do.
they're chiseled and facial hair, and I mean,
I tell you what, I was talking to, and he probably doesn't watch this show, but Danny Denton. A lot of people
I
that
saw
view
Danny yesterday too.
his grandson, the Bates boys that go to Festus, and they're
Man, good, strong, herky name at Festus. But go ahead.
their middle
Exactly.
their middle grandchild there. Trying to break that 400 record over at Festus, and he sent me a message this morning. One of our kids from Herky was racing him in the 400, and was kind of pushing him a little bit, and it was a back and forth race the entire whole lap of race, and he was trying to break that school record, and our kid was able to break the school record at Herky on that race, and if it wouldn't have been for the Bates boy pushing him, he wouldn't have been able to do that, but he just missed the school record at Festus. But he said, I just appreciate that these kids are learning how to compete against each other in a mentality that's not knocking down and throwing fights at each other. And when
Well-
at the end of the race, all of them fell to the ground, but they all picked each other up.
That's what
You know.
I noticed, and maybe that's just the culture of track. Is that really, whether it's the coaches or whether it's the different athletes from the school, they're all really supportive of each other. That's just kind of really neat to see.
And I think that as far as track goes, it's in a lot of individual stuff, So I think it takes a lot of mental preparation amongst yourself, and I think that's why when those things happen, that it changes things. And I think that's why kids are more appreciative of it, because it does take a lot of hard work individually to be successful in a lot of those things. So. It was fun to watch yesterday. I mean, there was so many great races yesterday across the board in junior high track, and we don't realize how talented our county really is in
Well,
track
shout
and
out
field.
to continuing track and field. I think Coach Frank out of DeSoto. I think the girls won the DeSoto won the conference
She had
meet. So
they had the
congratulations
MVP
to Coach
over
Frank.
there.
Terry Frank, right?
Yeah,
I went to high school with him.
Yeah,
Great guy.
yeah.
Bob Hyde's over there as well, and so I mean, just a great group of coaches over there. But I mean, congratulations to them, and
Who
their
won the
girls.
boy? Do you know who won the boy? I don't know who won the boys.
Festus.
Festus did.
Didn't Herky get
Yeah.
second, I believe,
Yes.
the boys? Yep.
Yes.
I
Yes.
heard.
So I mean, it was a fun. Last Thursday and Friday was conference for high school. It was a great 2 days there as well, and a lot of individual performances, but more importantly, a lot of team performances that those relays and stuff, and so it's just a fun sport to watch if you're in the competitive mindset. I think because it's so competitive individually, it's so competitive.
And I don't think it's the only sport that's real competitive right now. I think baseball's been pretty competitive in the conference. I got the small school standings pulled up in front of me now. Not everyone's good about getting stats in, so I'm just going off of what's on here. But Jefferson's, they have them listed at 10-7, and Crystal City at 9-7, and Crystal and Herky played an exciting game
Very
last
exciting,
night, right here on live stream.
Was.
And a freshman with the game-winning hit there
Yeah.
in Devin Black, and Herculaneum defeated Crystal yesterday in a high-scoring game, and
9 runs in the first inning.
Herky. I know Pius and Herky went at it early in the year, and then the second game, Pius smoked them. Pius have them listed at 8-7. Herculaneum's 8-8 with a team that's starting almost all freshmen and sophomores. They got like 3 juniors and seniors that are in the starting lineup, and then it is all freshmen and sophomore. The whole infield almost is sophomore, except the third baseman and Cody Gibson.
Before we
And
forget
the
it,
catcher.
I'm gonna give the shout out to Ryan Dickerman. I know he's kind of taken over for Zach this year and done a great job with the teacher appreciation last night as well. And I told Brian has said, I want to make sure we give a shout out because that's really awesome thing. Because I'm not quite sure exactly. They did each player picks a teacher.
Yeah,
Is that
they
how that
pick
works?
a teacher and then they give a baseball to them. But it's also in line with Stuco.
Okay.
Lindsay Fitzgibbons is the sponsor at Herky, and they do a real good job. It's during a teacher appreciation week every year, and Bone kind of did that, and Ryan carried on that tradition. And
very cool.
Really cool to get, all the teachers were invited and got to eat hot dogs.
I was going to say,
and
because
all
it
that
wasn't
stuff.
just high school teachers.
No, it's a whole district.
Which is
Yeah.
neat. Which, you go back and you think about making an impact. Maybe, it was a junior high teacher, or a middle school, elementary teacher that had an impact. So that's nice
Yeah,
to see.
I've gotten picked several times, and elementary teachers sometimes get picked.
Yeah, I've
and,
seen that
I mean,
happen.
it's a pretty cool thing. But I know that is Jefferson County standings.
Well, speaking
in the
of Jefferson
large
County,
school, I mean small schools. Sorry,
I know Jeff Whitener posted earlier today, and I want to make sure I mention this.
Oh,
that
yeah.
High school baseball is alive and well in Jefferson County. Out of the 12 schools within its borders, 8 have winning records. The overall county record thus far is 124-93. Pretty impressive stat there. So Jefferson County is thick with baseball talent this year. And not only is it baseball talent in the upper class, but it's across the board, freshman through senior, as Coach Jarvis mentioned a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of these teams that are young that are talented right now.
One of
Pius
Pius
is pretty
pitchers
young.
is a
freshman,
right?
yeah, Xander Street.
So, freshman, then the
Throws
junior.
2 no-hitters.
Yes.
he pitched. He's the one that pitched. Came in that game against Pius.
Yeah,
I mean, against Herky
the one with
first
fireworks?
time. Yeah.
Player of the game.
You look
Player
at
of the game.
You look at the large schools. Windsor's 15-6. DeSoto's 15-6.
Shout out to Coach Beesting too, because I mean
Man,
that's
they
a really,
came out on fire.
Yeah. Well, and I think comparing the different teams, I think he had a lot of seniors this year, so senior laden team. But that's great to see that, like I said, start out. I mean, 15-6, and probably going to have a decent seed going into district tournament play.
The only other ones I have in front of me, Festus is 10-12, and Hillsboro's 6-13.
I mean, I got to give a little bit of love to the home team here. I mean, Pius has played Cape Central, DeSmet. Roxanna is definitely not a pushover.
Oh, gosh,
they
they're
are
pretty-
solid.
They were undefeated when they came into that
And
game.
Windsor's has a good program, obviously, being the top team in the large school, I believe. Well, they just got beat by DeSoto, but still they're
They do that
5-1
home
with
and home,
them.
yeah.
Well, yeah, they split. Actually.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
And baseball's always been good in Jefferson County.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got whether it's state championships or whether it's Final Four teams. I mean, just you could probably go across the board right now and just look at in the senior class, all of the kids that are signed, whether it's going to Jeffco or Mac or some other, maybe 4-year university. Baseball's been quality in Jefferson County for 20-plus
You
years.
guys lost 5-2 to Cape, and Herky lost 6-2 to Cape. Herky was winning that game almost the entire game, and then had one inning we just. But
It's just fun to
fun to
see.
watch.
It's fun to see though that the young talent that's here, across the county, and their success is happening. I mean, especially when you look at that, if it is freshmen and sophomores, those kids played last year. They took a full year off, and so you take into consideration that those juniors and seniors are playing like our juniors and seniors are playing like freshmen and sophomores or sophomores and juniors.
I know Festus is pretty young too.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of freshmen and sophomores. I think I know for sure they have quite a few freshmen that are getting some playing time over there too. And I think baseball is really going to keep going up the next couple years here in Jefferson County.
Well, and I think no disservice to anything at Jeffco, but Coach Bone getting involved with the Jeffco program, he is going to recruit locally, and he's going to get a lot of those local talent guys that are. I mean, we have a lot of local talent here in Jefferson
Well, and
County.
you saw all the local guys starting to sign
Yes.
with.
Right.
I mean, with as long as his family's been running 253. I mean, back when, that's why I heard they got rid of the boys basketball program out there, is because they weren't recruiting Jefferson County kids.
Right.
I would love for Jeffco to get a basketball team again and get Jefferson County kids playing
back at
college basketball.
Well, that's what needs to, in my opinion, and you talk about that. you got when you have a community college in your backyard, if you want people to come and watch, it's not like you're gonna go out and get some kind of blue chips.
Right.
Everybody's like, oh, this kid from Ohio that nobody knows about these guys that they get.
Right.
You've got to get people that are local people to come and
right.
play.
Well, yeah, but Mac does a really good job.
Okay, listen,
Yes.
that
Jeffco did for a while too. I mean,
Well,
they
girls, they were.
I'm
when-
talking about in baseball.
Oh,
but
okay, yeah. Oh, well, Jeffco baseball, yeah.
look, we're gonna bring up Mac boys basketball.
Number 1 in the nation.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
how many times have they pulled that off?
What?
I'm a
Well-
Three Rivers guy, so trust me. I root for all the kids that are local that go to Mac,
Right.
but I will never,
Right.
ever root for Mac.
But it's it's fun to see though that the difference in the county, and now that Jeffco's we're starting to recruit more and more local guys. I think you're going to see so much more talent come together as one whole team. I mean, you talked about our county has very successful baseball. Now they're all going to be signing and playing there at Jeffco. You're going to see
There's
some
several down in Mac too.
Well,
I mean, and you took Mineral area. You go down there, and a lot of those guys. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch in the next 4 to 5 years. I think.
Did we have this conversation?
No.
About so I had a sit down with the AD out at Jeffco, and without pushing anything here too much, went out there for a reason. But the main thing that Jeffco is looking to put their focus on. Number one, they are in a different situation like before they opened everything up and had housing and all that stuff way back when. The NJCAA ended up changing some rules to where some of these these junior colleges cannot recruit like they used to.
Yeah.
So hence open the door here for a Zach Bone from to come in and somebody that they know locally. So this is what the deal is, and I'm just going to put this out here to everybody watching. I had the conversation with Bob Deutschman. Bob is saying, when you think of local kids going to college, they're either they want to go to Mizzou, they want to go to Southeast Missouri, they want to go to Missouri State, they want to go to all these other state schools. Why don't they want to go to Jeffco?
Almost.
And I said, I feel the reason being is because there has not been a culture cultivated yet,
right,
locally. And the reason being is because we've had for years and years, there's been such territorial situations with the MAC, with this, that, and the other. But at the same time, it's like we as Jefferson County have not had a chance to cultivate, what are we doing when they did have boys basketball here, okay? Because boys basketball is on the docket next. That has to be the next thing to come back to Jeffco.
I'd agree.
And we've talked about that.
No, I wish they would. It'd be awesome.
Right. And I think it's a need. I really do think it's a need. Now, without going any further than from what I was told, that kind of seeing a Zach Bone come into play, and then we can make this announcement. All of the 253 games are going to be all their home games are going to be out at Jeffco. I think that was the big genius idea for Zach Bone, because not only are you dangling the carrot for these kids to say, hey, this is your home place anyway.
Right.
No, how awesome it is for all the teams he's going to play against, too.
True.
Coming there.
Right.
There.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So,
I mean,
but there's I feel like I was thinking about this whole thing, and it's no disrespect to Butch Lucas Field. It's no disrespect to Festus, but Zach's going to be able to set up his baseball field the way he wants to. He doesn't have to wait on anybody. He doesn't want to have to. He can do I started to think about that. I was like, they got a tarp over there too. So you got a deal where if it rains, no big deal. Boom, we got a tarp. I don't think they have a tarp at Festus. Am I right?
I don't know.
So, that's a huge thing. So little things like that, plus the recruiting carrot to dangle,
right,
and the 253 to dangle for a lot of things. I think it was a genius idea, and I'm glad it's happening. My big thing that I love about it, they got a press box over there too. So for us, it's going to be awesome.
But it's awesome.
Except we're going to get cooked. We'll probably get cooked in the summertime. That's okay.
But so, and here's our focus, and I want to talk about before we go to break here on local sports. We've entertained the idea of trying to bring on a couple different coaches from different programs around the county, whether it be basketball, baseball, football, soccer, doesn't matter. Bring a couple coaches on, let them come on either virtually or in person, and talk about their program, their kids, what they're looking at as far as what they want to do. So, that's something that we're going to just look here and hopefully in the next couple of weeks of getting started, where it's local sports, but we're letting the coaches of their respective sports or teams talk about their teams, which I think is as us as the coaches box, maybe miss out on talking about a certain program or because we don't know a lot about.
It's kind of hard to find any information out there media-wise. I mean,
you're right.
I didn't see hardly any basketball stories for 4 months in any media.
I agree.
Paper media that comes out.
I was going to say paper media.
Paper
I saw
media.
it on live stream.
Right.
We cover as much as we can.
That goes in the mailbox that, you can.
So I think it's, the box here, I think we felt like that we want to give back to talk about the local programs and local kids. And so we want to bring on those coaches that know their programs, know their kids.
You guys are invited.
We're limited. We're always going to defer back to where we are.
Absolutely.
I know Herky Sports. I know what's going on there. I know those kids. I get to know a lot about Pius Sports because I go to, I get to talk to Miller and
scout our games.
Well, give us COVID. No, I got COVID from that Edo Kurt right there. And your office, I think.
Brought it with you.
But I think the big thing is that for all the local coaches, you guys
it's a super spreader event.
Yeah, I know. Still marked free from that one.
Zero cases.
All the local coaches. You guys are welcome. You guys are always invited. I'm sure whether it's basketball or baseball, football, whatever. I'm sure they probably have somebody has our contact info. If not, we know email. But you guys are always welcome.
Yes.
Come talk about your program. We'd love to have you here.
We'd love it, and I think we'll try to limit it to no more than 2 per segment. Just because we want a time constraint.
Right.
But so if you want to bring in and talk about maybe bring in a kid and or go virtually and we can dial in a couple kids and a coach and we'll talk about the program, talk about what the impact was.
Before we go to break here, we've got 5 entries for a $20 $20. And we only got 5. If you're watching right now and you don't live on the other side of the damn state, enter to win.
You can still.
I'm calling people out. I'm just going to go through everybody I know. And
We get well over 1,000 views.
Yeah.
And we're only getting 5 people signing up.
Somebody wants to win $20 to hear
All you got to do
Changes.
is like our page, the Coaches Box.
Yep.
Share our show.
Bam.
And then enter your name into that Google Doc, and you are entered in for a chance to win a $20 La Pachinga gift card, which you can use tomorrow for Cinco de Mayo right here.
And Jason, you're a math expert. How much does it cost?
For what?
For this gift certificate. How much does
It
it
doesn't
cost?
cost you anything.
So how dumb is it if somebody's going to say, look, you want to have a chance to win it?
$20.
It's free.
Free. My wife's not on there, so I guess some people just come on.
Tony, where you at?
So
I'm calling Kyle Bohr out. He says, love to stay in here, the rest, but off to soccer. The best sport in the world, he says.
I know. I heard about
it. Here we go again.
Wait, and Kyle hasn't entered either.
He's not.
No.
Must not be allowed to come down here.
Kyle! Enter to win.
That's why you can't be on the show.
Enter to
win.
And if you're, like I said, if you're a local coach and you want to talk about your program, email one of us, contact Ray. We'll get you on the
contact
show.
Me.
And we'll get you invited on here.
Because if you don't contact me, I'm going to contact you.
Sure.
So
virtually.
I'm coming for you, coaches.
Virtually or in person. We'd love to have it in person. That'd be awesome to come in here and set it up and talk a little bit about your sport, your team, your program, and just highlight your kids. To me, that's what it's all about. That's what it's. That's why we do what we do. That's why we talk about what the impact it was as being a teacher. You're impacting your kids, and so what's a better spot opportunity for you to highlight your kids. So
there you have it. There you are.
And we're still looking for a sponsor for that segment.
We are
as well.
looking for a sponsor for our second segment.
It.
If you're interested in sponsoring with us, give us a call, 852-4398, 314-852-4398, advertising for the Coach's Box. Again, it's one of those deals where we take the advertising money, we turn around, give that back. We just want to keep the things going in the community, and so check that out. And again, thanks so much for the La Pechanga having us out here for each week. They let us come out here for free, and we also they're looking for help. So if you're interested, you look for a job, this is a great place. I mean, lots of cool people here, like Jason Jarvis.
That's right.
That's right.
So or you get to hang out with Blair.
Or you do.
Wait, that's not a selling point. Anyway, you get paid, you hang out with Jason, you see the guns.
There it is. There it is. You're watching the Coach's Box. We will be right back.
Right back.
Tell us we can't, and we'll prove you wrong. Knock us down, and we'll get right back up. Call us risk takers, misfits, bad boys. But we know what we want, and it feels like American muscle, looks like advanced engineering, and smells like fresh, cut grass. Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
Jefferson College has affordable degree options for students of all ages. Plus, register before December 11th and you could win a $250 book scholarship or other great prizes. Jefferson College provides safe on-site and online options and many exciting career pathways like humanities, business, social science and public service, math, physics and technology, and science and health. Students who know, go Jeffco. Enroll now at jeffco.edu.
We hope you're enjoying tonight's presentation. Take advantage of the HD experience here with Livestream STL by going to the TKDS Sports Network app. Download the app and subscribe by going to videos.tkdssports.com. That'll get you access onto our TKDS Sports app, Roku, and Fire Stick. And thanks so much for your support of Livestream STL. As your local farmer's agent in Crystal City, Missouri, Caleb Nose helps customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance. Caleb has the knowledge and experience to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business, life insurance, and more. Give the Caleb Nose Agency a call at 636-933-6333, and he'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.
And I'll say real quick, I really admire what you guys do with this. I think everybody who's ever tuned into one of these, whether it's a Legion game, whether it's a high school baseball game, with basketball, football, whatever it is, I've heard nothing but tremendous feedback about Livestream STL and what you guys do and the quality of production, things like that. I would really encourage anybody who's involved in athletics throughout the county, or really anywhere in the metro area, anybody who's interested in sponsoring activities to get on board and get involved with this. I think it's added a ton to what we do here. It's added a ton to the program. You guys are a class act. You're committed to doing things the right way, and we really appreciate that.
Guys, I've always wanted to ask you this since you're both pitchers. What's your favorite pitch? It's a fastball? Okay, I know. It's a curveball. No? Okay, well, what's your favorite pitch?
Oh, yeah. Spitball.
The Main Street Sports Show. You never know what we're going to throw at you. Value. Let's talk about value right now. We here at Livestream STL believe that value is key to keeping our community at a high level. Do us a huge favor today. Talk to your athletic director about the value that Livestream STL brings to your school. Talk to your superintendents as well. Let them know that you want Livestream STL in your schools.
because we bring high levels of value back to your kids. Thanks again for watching the broadcast.
Hi, this is Coach Riley Blair from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Jarvis from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Zach McVeigh with the Jefferson Lady Blue Jays.
Hi, I'm Chris Miller from St. Pius X High School.
And you're watching the Coach's Box.
And you are watching the Coach's Box
on Livestream STL.
On Livestream STL.
We are back for our third and final segment here that is Cranium Cup Trivia. Do you want to do trivia right away here, guys? Miller, we good to do trivia right away? He's too busy looking. He's having a secret conversation here. Hold on.
Da, da, da.
Am I on?
Yeah. There you go.
I said me and Jason were trying to have a conversation about show notes.
Oh,
hey,
thanks.
Well, talk about show notes. Tell the people what type of shirt you got on. Finally. It only took 5 months.
Well, listen.
6 months.
You know why?
Months. I know.
It didn't
You
fit
can
very
wear
well. I can finally wear it.
It was a little snug.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the one. That's part of my gag gift from Secret Santa.
Who has 2 thumbs and cares about your education? This guy.
I may not win the cup, but by golly, I think that I won the.
I'd say you won Secret Santa.
Yeah,
that's good
Sorry.
stuff.
No doubt about it.
Are we going straight up?
On.
Straight into segment 3, which segment 3 is sponsored by Home by SMCI.
It is.
Home by SMCI and Lawrence Crodinger out there in DeSoto, Missouri. Looking to get fit? Just contact Home by SMCI for information on the hottest selling systems out there.
Hey, do a great
I
job.
won't mention the bottom section that he tried to get me to say. But coming from a round, unfit guy, that's what Mr.
Kerner, who should have read those.
So
yeah,
but
who?
I said I wonder. I'm a round guy too. Sorry.
Oh, wow,
man, we all three went.
Hey, you know what? You got to die something.
COVID.
Might as well enjoy it.
You have COVID.
Lordy.
So looking for a nice home system here. Look at Home by SMCI there in DeSoto. Lawrence Crodinger. Give him a call.
So
we will put his logo up here.
It fits your. It fits your budget, I guess.
Yes, it does
or
fit
what
your-
does it mean by fit?
It's quiet.
Oh no,
Very
I know what it
quiet.
is. It's the Daikin Fit.
Yes.
it's the name of one of the systems that they're using.
Yes.
And it is quiet.
And
But it is
we've done.
quiet.
They sent us like these national commercials, and they're really nice. So we've run both of those, and like seriously, if it's they threw a microphone on the thing. And like it's quiet as a mouse. I mean,
Can't hear it.
It is so quiet. It's crazy. So
Hey.
if you're into that thing and you're outside a lot, this is the thing you need to get. The Daikin Fit, Home by SMCI. There's your
logo
your logo there, and I've got it also on the screen as well.
That's right there,
So
too.
that's
Had
it.
it here. I advertise every time.
That's right. Same that there.
That's right.
Whoa.
You know what? Hey, but you know what? Because our sponsor, Red, we're getting ready to do Cranium Cup trivia. So everybody get ready. Turn those devices over.
Cranium
Ray, let's start the music.
See if I can
Start the music.
Let's see if I can keep the cup, which I didn't even get to.
I
I didn't even get to enjoy this
2
week.
hours.
I just had it for today, but that's all right.
Somebody had it locked in their truck or something, didn't they?
Yeah, you know.
Well, when you only get it once in a blue moon, you got to keep it as long as.
My precious.
Look at this cup. Honey, look what I won.
Or a pink moon. There was a pink moon last week.
There was.
All right,
There
here we go.
was.
There was.
Let's go.
All
Question.
right, Miller.
All right. Question number 1. By the way, this is St. Louis Cardinals baseball trivia.
Rock on.
Cardinals.
So let's see how big a Cardinal, especially since Ray thinks he's a big-time Cardinals fan over there.
Bring it.
Hold on,
All right,
time out. Didn't
what?
he used to work for them? Wasn't it one of his jobs?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Job number 155.
That was those St. Louis Rams.
All right, question number 1. On September 3rd, 2001, he was the last St. Louis Cardinal pitcher to throw a no-hitter. Who was it? A, Jose Jimenez. B, Daryl Kyle. C, Bud Smith. D, Matt Morris. McVay feels awfully confident.
He was one of my favorite players. I'm hoping this is the right answer. He was fun.
He was the last Cardinal pitcher to throw a no-hitter, and it was, dear God, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember watching it.
I just don't remember if he played later.
All right, answers. Let's see. Wait, I got to see him. Who cares about?
It was one of the two.
You got Matt Morris. You got Matt Morris. You have Bud Smith. Bud Smith. It's Bud Smith.
Oh, yes. I loved him.
First Major League Baseball start.
He had one. But when was it?
He didn't have it. No.
I'm gonna.
Didn't have a Cardinal. Go look it up.
Matt Morris, he had a complete. He had
a no-hitter.
A no-hitter.
Probably in the 90s.
Not for,
No.
Bud Smith is the last Cardinal to throw a no-hitter.
Right.
I'm going to have to look that one up.
All right.
Almost
You
got
can contest it later.
I almost got that confused with Jimenez, but
Jimenez threw the one before.
That's what I thought.
In 99, I believe. 99. Question number 2.
Okay, here we go. Hey.
Are you really fact-checking me right now?
Sure am.
Hey, Zuckerberg.
West Virginia. So that would be college.
Survey
Oh,
said
he threw it in college?
Throw a 6-inning no-hitter against.
Doesn't count.
That was college.
Yeah, keep going.
You're wrong.
I swear he did, but maybe
I don't think you're right.
He's
Sorry.
wrong. All right,
Are you
moving
done?
on. Moving on.
Can you
Moving on.
wait for Jarvis here? He's got the phone
Hey,
out.
you know what? There was one week that I actually won.
Yeah.
It was the Formula Cup one. You know, the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all right, though.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right,
you
let's
did
go.
win.
Yep.
All right, question number 2.
Probably had his phone out. Look at it.
Like you just did. Of active Major League players, Joey Votto has played the most games against the St. Louis Cardinals. Who has played the second most against them? Active players. These guys are all active. A, Anthony Rizzo. B, Starling Marte. C, Buster Posey. D, Andrew McCutchen. And this question was care of Kevin Halley, by the way. I didn't know the answer when he asked me.
Man, that's a tough one.
I like it.
That is a tough one. There's 2.
Of active players, Joey Votto has played the most. Who has played the second most
I'm going to go
against
this
them?
one. I'm going to go this one.
Go with him.
Rizzo, Marte, Posey, and
McCutchen.
My God, this is my gut's telling me. My gut's telling me. Which my gut's been right most of the time.
All right, answers. Let's go.
All right.
Enough of this. You said McCutchen. You said McCutchen. You said McCutchen. And you said
Posey.
It is Andrew McCutchen.
Yes.
2 for 2.
I knew that I was going out on a limb with that one, but I knew these guys all put that.
You are 0 for 2.
I am.
And you will probably not win the cup again.
I probably won't.
Since Miller has dropped out, you're a loser.
Oh, wow. I'm just glad Jarvis is finally focusing towards somebody else.
Well, you're still a loser, too. I didn't even get to use the cup.
Hey, when you get double digits, then you can start calling people losers.
Oh,
there
double
we
digit
go.
what?
There we go.
Wins.
I've had double
digit
wins.
wins.
Double digit wins in the cup.
Oh, the
Yeah.
cup.
Okay.
I was going to say.
Next thing, hey,
That's low.
when you win a district,
I'll tease you about this.
when you win a district title, that'll be the next
we've
one.
never
All
said
right.
that.
Yes,
No.
you have.
No, otherwise
No.
it'd be a
Have they
happy
not?
news. That'd be
Yes,
like-
they have.
No.
Question number 3.
All right. Oh, good. Ray
Wow,
is
Ray.
flying in.
Oh, he got 2 right. He ain't gonna win either. Go ahead.
In 2006, the Cardinals defeated the Detroit Tigers 4-1 to win the World Series.
Yes, they did.
They lost 1 game in the series against Detroit. What Detroit pitcher earned the win in Game 2, pitching 8 innings of shutout baseball, despite reports of a foreign substance on his hand?
Oh.
A, Justin Verlander. B, Kenny Rogers. C, Nate Robertson. D, Jeremy Bonderman.
Time. Speed.
It kills.
Yeah, I don't even know why I wrote him after that.
You are all correct. It is the gambler Kenny Rogers.
3 for 3.
Come on.
Come on, McVay.
You have to beat Ray. I just said he's a loser, and he's losing.
Come on.
All right, so what's the score right now then?
3 to 1 to 1? Or
No,
none?
I got 2.
3 to 2 to
2 to
none.
1.
3 to 2 to 1.
All right.
All
3-2, and you just got one.
I can't get
You can't win.
Question number 4. Albert Pujols was known for swinging the bat.
Sure was.
He was also a good fielder.
Yes, sir.
Besides pitcher and catcher, how many different positions has Pujols played as a major leaguer?
Oh, crap.
Positions?
How many different positions on the field? You know there are 9 total. I'm taking 2 away.
Okay.
So
we're down to
besides
7.
pitcher,
other than pitcher and catcher,
yes,
so those don't count.
Those
correct?
don't count. I'm going to give you the options besides
go ahead.
those. A, 4. B, 5. C, 6. D, 7.
Is this as a
major leaguer? As a major leaguer. Now, wait, take the DH away too. I'm sorry.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Take the DH away. Sorry. I'm on the field. Fielding
Defensive
positions.
position.
Defensive. Yes. Sorry. Defensive positions. Man, how many has he played?
Take away which positions?
Pitcher,
Take away pitcher
and
and
catcher.
You only have 7 possible positions.
That's it.
To
You have
pick
7
from.
total.
What do you
You
think?
just got to pick the number.
How many different positions has he
I know what I
played
want to
as a
circle, but there's
major
too many eyes watching me.
leaguer? Answers. Finish them.
Oh.
Hopefully these two guys got the same
What do you got?
answer.
B.
I think it's this
What
one.
do you
though.
have there?
6. C.
The answer is 6.
Wow.
He has played every.
Three-way tie.
He's played first.
Yeah,
He's
third.
played third. He's been in left and right.
In the major
Second,
leagues.
He's played second
And
short.
shortstop.
He never played center field.
And never played center field.
Bam! I'm back in, boys.
I didn't think he
three.
played second
You got
base.
three.
I knew he
Right.
played shortstop.
He logged. He's probably logged. I think it is. It's either 1 or 2 games in each of those
Unbelievable.
2 positions.
3-way tie.
Yep.
We're
I knew
in,
he played all the infield, and I knew right and left. I did not think he played center,
We're
so
in
that's
we're in extra innings here.
We are.
why B.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me answer this one. Let me see this one.
I just wanted to keep
I
this
just
a
wanted
little
to.
longer.
I'm trying to decide here because I have 2 tiebreakers and then the closest to the pin. You know what?
Whichever one you think I'll get right.
Oh yeah. I guess so. Which one do you think? That one or that one? Go ahead.
Hey, we
Quickly.
got some. I got some good this
Okay.
or that. So
right.
let's go.
Hey, everybody, let's pull
Tiebreaker. Since 2000, how many times have the St. Louis Cardinals won 100 or more games in the regular season? A.
Give me choices.
1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4.
Since 2000?
Since the year 2000.
That's 21
That's-
years.
yeah.
20 years, really.
Yeah.
We haven't finished.
You
20.
can't, well, you
19,
can't,
though.
You can't count last
And
year.
you can't count last
what do you
year,
know,
so
100
really
games to
19.
win.
So 19.
I'm gonna go this one.
How many times have they won 100 or more games? Answers.
What do you got, Ray?
A, 1, and 2. You're all wrong. It is 3.
Really?
2004,
Wow.
2005, and 2015.
Closest to the
I
pin
wouldn't-
wins
wouldn't
that,
have
though,
thought
don't they?
15.
No, that wasn't close
That
to
wasn't
the
the
pin.
closest to the pin question, sir.
I guess we can go closest to the pin now.
All right.
Might as well.
All right, here we go. Closest to the pin. So, no options
No
here.
A, B, C, D. All right.
Be ready to do quick math.
Oh, no
Oh,
options.
jeez.
No
Can I use
options.
a calculator?
Sure you can't. The 2001 Cardinals saw a passing of the torch as the only year that Mark McGwire and Albert Pujols played together. Pujols would become the heir apparent, hitting 37 home runs and driving in 130 RBIs that season. McGwire struggled at the plate, batting 187 for the season. How many home runs did Big Mac hit in his final season? Batting 187.
All right, here we go.
How many home runs?
Flip.
You said 10. You said 25. You said 20. The answer is 29.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
So guess what, Jason?
You get to keep the cup when you didn't win it last week.
Hold on. Wait a second. Wait. I was
No.
right.
That's how you grade your own papers. That's how you grade your own math papers.
I forgot my line now. What
I kicked 2 questions out. One of them, I think you guys would have got it.
It doesn't matter. It's
Which
over.
St. Louis Cardinal hit 2 grand slams in the same inning?
Tatis.
Tatis
Everybody knew
and
that.
Junior.
Again, I had, okay.
What hard hitting Mark Whitten do? That was like
12 RBIs.
12 RBIs.
4 home runs in the same
I'm
game.
ashamed.
What Cardinal holds the single season record for most saves in a season with 48?
That would be
Lee Smith, maybe?
No, Izzy. No,
Nope.
Rosie.
Yep.
Yeah, Rosie.
He
Yep.
said it his last year.
Rosie.
Yeah,
15.
I loved watching Lee Smith, though. I remember
Smith.
going to that
Oh,
game
stud.
and looking how big that dude was.
He's a big
standing
boy.
there,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Ooh.
Hey,
All right,
Superfan Ray, you didn't win. Having a 3-0 lead.
I didn't either. I had a 3-0
That's-
lead.
You just let LeBron
No,
come and
he
block
got
the
first
ball.
one. He got the first one.
No,
I got
had
the first 3.
He got
I
the
did
first
too.
3.
I did too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
thought
did
you
too.
didn't.
Yeah, I was 3-0. We were tied, and he got 2.
Yeah, but he was bragging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was bragging and
Hey.
I came through.
Ray,
All right.
in this one book I read one time, it
I
said,
actually-
"Pride cometh before a fall."
And I actually get to take the cup.
Yeah, you get to take it now.
Hey, if I win next week, we'll call it a.
No, it's got to be 3. It's 3.
I know. If I win next week, it'll be
Oh,
3
yeah,
in a
that's
row.
My fault.
Come on
That's
now.
2 in a row.
That's
Win
good.
next
You
week.
had the cup last week,
I
so
know,
it felt
I
like
know.
you won.
I felt like I was the winner.
He
did.
probably has a little cup in there.
All right, you ready for some this or that? I
This
think
or
I got
that.
some good ones.
We
All
can
I
go
am
with
definitely
this.
2 weeks in a
We
row.
can go with
Yeah.
that.
right, you ready?
I can't sing it, otherwise we get kicked off Facebook.
What's that?
Nothing.
All right. This or that. Lose the championship or never, ever make the playoffs. Lose a championship
Man.
game or never, ever make the playoffs.
Would you rather?
This or that. That's
Yeah,
our.
we don't,
No,
can't
you
call
can't
it
say
that.
this or
That'd be
that.
copyright infringement.
Well, I'd rather lose the championship.
Sure. I mean, I wouldn't. I would love to get to make it to championship.
Hey, I'll go to Final Four and lose both games by 50. I don't care. That thing would just be a fun experience
I agree.
for the kids.
Same.
What are you doing?
I'm losing the championship.
All right.
That's-
This or that. Most skilled or most intelligent player? Most skilled or most intelligent?
Intelligent.
is that going to affect how good I am?
I'm guessing.
Dude, I want to be the most skilled. I want to be a baller. Hey, I've seen guys make it to the NBA that I've known a couple,
Well,
and they were about as dumb as
What's
a bag
that?
of dirt.
Russell from the NFL? I'm a number one draft.
Jordan Duncan's watching. Jordan Duncan, answer this for us here. Most what?
Said most skilled or most
skilled-
intelligent?
or most intelligent.
Jarvis,
And-
what do you think?
I want to be a baller.
And post your
baller.
your
I didn't
answer
hear
here.
it.
Most skilled, most intelligent. Which,
Tyler
this or
Hansbrough
that?
sounded like that when he was talking. He's like, "Oh, coach, I'm a baller."
Do I want most skilled or
Most intelligent.
I think David Jarvis should chime in on this one.
I guess I'm going to go most intelligent.
Okay. All right, here we
I
go.
won't be able to
Oh,
play.
I'm
In
going to say
their-
the same. Thanks, Zach.
All right. In their prime.
In their prime.
This or that. Spend 24 hours with Gronk or Dennis Rodman.
Oh, Rodman.
Oh, I think it'd be
Carmen
Rock?
Electra?
All right.
Carmen Electra.
Two words. Carmen Electra.
What's the question again?
In their prime. So in their prime, 24 hours. Spend 24 hours with Gronk or Dennis Rodman.
Oh, this is a no doubt about it. Gronk has got to be way funnier, not weird like Rodman.
I just don't know if I
Give
can
me
do the
Gronk.
drugs that Rodman did.
Well, I'm thinking about the people Rodman's going to be hanging out with at that time. I mean, it's all people.
In their prime?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean,
Be
Gronk's
with
not like he's an
MJ.
ancient dude.
Yeah, right.
I know, but I grew up.
Okay,
think
wait.
about him, though.
Rodman didn't hang out with MJ though. Rodman
sure
hung
did.
out.
He was around him.
He went around him. I'm
He was
talking
around
about,
him.
Wait, who you rather party with? We're going to Vegas.
Are you
for
telling
a
me
week.
him and Rodman didn't hang out and smoke
And
some
Pippen.
cigars and Pippen? Oh, come on.
Okay,
Right.
but
No way.
What-
Yes,
what's your
they
answer?
did.
That's a good one, isn't it?
That's a good one.
That
That's
is a
hard
good one. I mean, I think Gronk would be hilarious.
Gronk's
Wait,
gotta
in
be
my
hilarious.
prime, if I'm because I
You're prime.
I'm going with Rodman because I got to go with my prime. Not like today. Today'd be like maybe Gronk,
Maybe.
maybe.
All right.
So I'm
Last
I'm
one.
DD.
That was a good one, man.
This or
I like
that.
that one.
This or that. Remake. White Men Can't Jump or Caddyshack?
White Men Can't Jump.
By far.
Caddyshack.
White Man Can't
Oh my
Jump.
gosh! Think about this.
No, yeah.
You could have Gronk at redo Caddyshack. It'd be great.
No,
Come
I think White Man Can't Jump.
White Man Can't Jump.
I missed that. I need to watch that.
That's
movie
a
again.
That's a loaded question
You ever
because
been
you're
to
all a
flight
basketball
school?
coach.
It's
You're
such
all
a
basketball coach.
Such a
so.
good movie.
Yeah. Who would play? Who would you get to play though?
Oh man,
that'd be tough.
And,
Well, yeah. Who would be Roger Dangerfield if you did
Rodney
Caddyshack?
Dangerfield?
What? Yeah.
Oh gosh, you get Zach Galifianakis or somebody like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You get comedians.
I mean, Bill Murray
Yeah, but
could
they're
still be in it because he's still alive.
True.
So
well, I don't know. They've remade so many movies right now.
the bad part about it is it's almost an unfair question because Caddyshack's what 20 years after White Man Can't Jump almost.
No. Caddyshack is 10 years before.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
So
White Man Can't Jump was 91
least.
to 93.
Oh, Caddyshack
91.
was in like the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Early
1980.
80s?
80. I would
Okay,
say
so
79,
there.
80. I know.
Big difference.
So 1980, though, you're dealing with things that we can't even talk about anymore.
I'm just saying remake. Which one? If you're going to remake one, which one?
Well,
would
we're back.
you wanna remake.
Don't you
Ray's,
think?
Ray's showing his age here.
Don't you think?
I do. Big difference.
No,
You know?
no, I still want to see someone do White Man Can't Jump.
I would like to see it again. Yes,
I'm just saying.
I'd agree.
You could put what's the little short comedian black guy?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin
Kevin
Hart?
Hart in there, you know.
Yeah, but then it's got to be somebody that can actually really ball.
I know. Well, he can ball.
Yeah.
Ballin'.
He's like a
you
seven-time
put
NBA
Mark Wahlberg.
All-Star
Yeah.
MVP.
Mark Wahlberg would be a
Mark
great
Wahlberg.
choice.
Absolutely. See.
Hey, he used to. Hey, this show our age. Did you ever used to watch on MTV Jock Jam?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Did you watch that growing up? He was one of
Yes.
the. He was one of the with the 25-foot hoop worth 25 points or whatever. He was one of the guys.
It's Marky Mark, man.
Marky Mark, yeah.
And the Funky Bone?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got 11 people now signed
Hey!
up. So
Hey!
Wow.
Hey.
Maybe decided,
Apparently, Coach Miller yelling at people is effective.
I would
It's
never
dumb.
yell at anyone.
It's about as effective as Jarvis sharing it to all of his groups.
Wow. Thanks.
Pretty effective. I like it. Pretty close to Jarvis. Not close
Excuse me.
enough yet, though.
All right. Are we ready to do that?
I guess we're
I'm,
about ready
I'm working
to.
on my streak to get close to, Mr.
I said you got a few
Trivia.
more months.
Might
You got
take
a few more months.
Might take me a year.
We got to be here for a while.
Yep.
All right,
You
let's,
better pack a lunch.
let's see it. Let's see it. Let's
Are
see
we
the
ready?
big wheel.
I'm
The big
getting it up here.
wheel.
Chill out.
The
It's a
big
lot
Hold
more.
on. Let me get it over here real quick.
There we go.
All right.
Let me zoom it in.
And
Hang loose. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
waiting
Wait a minute.
for
Wait.
it.
Wait for it.
Orient that.
Okay,
Forget
go ahead.
Here we go.
And click.
Spin the wheel.
Who's it going to land on?
I don't know. We're going to find out. It's Josh Foster, one of my former players.
Hey.
Josh, you got to drive a long way from Couch.
That's a long
That's a
trip.
long. Does he still live down there? But hey, he's watching the show. Congratulations, Josh.
Appreciate that.
There we go.
There we go. Pull up our email here. Ray, do we even have our email up on graphic anywhere?
What? We have an email?
Oh my gosh, this guy.
Um,
And the show has hit a new low.
Da, da, da. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
No, man.
What?
Seriously, we have an email?
Oh my gosh, where have you been?
I mean, I've got our website here, but that doesn't really,
Oh
you know.
man.
We'll have to do that next week. Sorry.
All right, Jarvis. What's your closing statement here? Since you're the
Is it
winner.
tirade time?
Since you're the
You gonna
winner.
tirade it?
I don't have
You
a
have?
tirade. We were supposed to come up with tirades. I didn't
No.
see that in the agenda.
No.
What agenda?
Well,
I'll tell you what agenda.
he typed up an agenda.
Yeah,
Somebody
you got a lot to do right now. You have Free Day Friday.
We
I know,
did- it was
EOC
Sunday.
test.
It was a
Mostly nothing Monday.
That's a good name.
Kim
my.
Jong-un,
Television
Rodman's
Tuesday.
best friend.
Television
Oh my
Tuesday.
gosh!
What?
Kevin Holly says Kim Jong Un, Rodman's best friend.
Yeah, you can go hang out with a communist dictator. That's cool.
All right.
Can't wait.
Why are they going to be in St. Louis
Can't wait.
or Illinois?
Who?
I said, why are they going to be up in St. Louis or
that's
Illinois?
Oh.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Ba-da-ba.
I'm just saying, yeah, that's a good point.
Dangerous.
That's tough.
Has anybody got a timeout, Tyree, before we go?
Anybody?
We were not prepared.
No, I you know what? No,
it's Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah, I'm happy.
We'll be
Thank
we're
you,
happy.
teachers.
Good
we're all about happiness.
Yeah,
right.
And spreading joy and
agree.
cheer.
So all those teachers that are watching the show, I know there is a bunch of teachers that are watching the show.
Even if they won't admit it.
Yes.
there
I
are
agree.
a lot of closet coaching box viewers.
Yes,
and that's
there
fine.
is.
And that's
There
okay.
is. But we do appreciate you, and we want to say
It looks good.
we do want to say thank you to all the teachers that are out there that are watching our show. We appreciate what you do, not only for the students in your school, but in students in general across the county and across the state. So thank you for everything that you have done and will continue to do as educators. So thanks.
Jason
once again.
Jarvis, our teacher, has won the cup.
That's
You're gonna
right.
give you- you're going to give you your 10 seconds of glory.
No,
there
I'm
for-
just happy I won the cup. I didn't get to see it at all this week. I won it last week, and someone forgot it, but I've forgotten it.
Who did that?
Lots of times, too.
Who did that?
McVeigh,
Wow, way to admit that now.
McVeigh actually had won
Gracious
the cup.
winner over here. I forgot it myself.
But I always had
multiple
it,
times.
But it was always here when it was time to hand it to
Multiple
the next
times.
person.
Wow, so you're calling out Zach's
Everybody
wife?
else?
I wasn't calling out Zach's wife. Words in my mouth here.
Wow, that's what it sounded like.
I was going to say,
Talking
talking about
I
tirade.
Hey, you
I'm
know.
just saying.
All right, there you have it. There you are. Thanks so much for watching the Coach's Box. We'll be back next week sometime again.
Don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Rain.
We're trying to work on these Wednesdays, and Jarvis is throwing a.
Wednesday ain't happening, guys.
No,
I'm telling
I think
you, it's
Wednesdays
the
are out.
window.
Guys, if you're going to
Wednesdays are
tune in to Coach's Box, don't watch on Wednesdays unless you're watching a rerun.
I was going to say, which there's, 58? Now 59
Now
reruns?
59.
Well, yeah,
This will be 59.
Next
Big
week.
6-0 next week.
6-0.
About the same age Jarvis will be when his kid graduates.
I'll actually be older. I'll actually be 63.
Who is that? Your grandpa guy?
Hey.
It's your grandpa.
Can't help it. Hey,
Oh my gosh.
hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Bring your
All
parents
right?
to school and your grandparents to school the same
Same time.
And with that,
Hey,
we will
hey.
leave you all here. Thanks for watching the Coach's Box. Oh my goodness. What a way to end this. Thanks for watching this week. We'll see you next week. Have a good night.